We lost Ditto already.
Yo.
Hi.
I thought we were going to have technical difficulties, but
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Where is Ditto?
We lost him. He quit.
He said,
like,
psych.
He's like, I'm out of here.
Like, no, I thought I was going to be
Another week off.
Another DT3. The 12 people that are watching, we're missing Ditto. So if you guys want to do an APB
on.
What's up, Michelle?
Hey, welcome in, guys. Again, back-to-back DT4. We got a lot of stuff coming up, guys. So we're going to start hitting up all these artists. It's going to be a lot of fun. So stick around the next couple weeks. It's going to be fire. Shep, hi, Shy Guy, and Michelle.
Polchi.
Irish.
Polchi, ACB. What's up, ACB? I miss you, man.
He said, hi, y'all. Bye, Ditto.
Elite Traders in the building. Joshua Cologne in the building.
Cologne.
He'll be in the show later on tonight, guys. So stick around for sketch.
Hey, Jason.
Irish,
What up, Jason?
welcome in. Where's Ditto? Somebody, what's going on with Ditto?
Let me text
Ditto doesn't
him.
love us anymore.
Do I click link below? I don't know what you're talking about, sketch, but
What happened?
you go to the StreamYard link that I sent you to your PMs or your regular when I texted you. There's Ditto. Hey, Ditto.
Hi.
What's going on?
His cow stepped on his machine, his computer.
Yeah, I'm having all kinds of problems as a cluster. You know what?
Hey, I like the setup. I just realized you have a different setup.
It's all messy back there. It's not. I didn't have time, so I had a work trip this week, which is why I've been kind of absent on everybody's stuff.
No, it's been nice. It's been nice. Now.
Oh well, I can keep it up. I can definitely keep it up. That's fine.
I heard you last night during the during my whatnot stream. Jason's like, I need to tell you something, and you go, as long as it's good news. I haven't had a good week.
Yeah, it's been a week. It's been an okay week. It's just been hectic. So
Hey, on the positive side, your camera looks a lot better.
thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I did get a brand new, beautiful, huge ring light that's scalding me right now. So
You get a little face tan?
yeah, I'm feeling like that. Yeah, and I'm wearing my my Michigan hat for Dondo. Go Blue if he's in the room.
He is in the room. Hey, Dondo. What's up, Brandon?
Dondo.
I showed Dondo my setup, and he's like, "Hey, it is what it is."
Oh, the iPad and the shoe boxes holding up the iPad.
So tonight we've got 3 guests. Is that right?
Yes, 3 guests, 33 minutes. What else? 3.
Well, there's 3 shows coming up, spotlighting the series 3 artists from the creatives, and we have 3 guests on each episode, 33 minutes each. It's a lot of threes.
If you guys can do me a favor, go on Instagram and share this live stream out and let everybody know.
Share it 3 times.
Tag the creatives, TCP. Make sure you guys tag them.
This is the first time I've seen B all day, and she's on another level right now.
Running on pure adrenaline.
I like when B's like this.
Mm-hmm.
And sketch, you can listen on regular YouTube until you get close to coming on if you want, so you can chat and stuff like that. It's up to you.
Brandon, mind your business.
Mind your business.
Mind your business, Brandon.
So yeah, we got 3 artists. This is our first show with 3 artists on, and we're gonna just keep rolling every week, every show, with new artists from Creative Series 3. So I think it'll be fun.
Hey, before we bring everybody on, can we talk about some news of the week real quick?
Yeah.
News of the week.
Ditto's engaged.
No,
Hurrah.
no, I'm smarter than that. Come on,
God, no.
Hey.
No, y'all have a reason in 2024 to come to my backyard in Chicago in August.
And mine, but I can't say anything yet. So
Well, then why?
Collected Con, put on by Strange Cat Toys, and there's already some great artists that are committing and sending out for information about it. Here, I'm going to pull up a screen share real quick.
In August? That's our birthday month. Birthday month, August.
Chris RWK and Strange Cat, and it's gonna be awesome.
Well, and you know that if it's Prime will probably be out there, right?
Oh yeah.
I'll be out there. I'm staying at Ditto's, and
yeah, Ditto party at your house.
It sounds like I'm going to have a lot of people over at my place. Huh? We can,
Because I don't
we
want
can
to.
share the
I'll
screen if
definitely,
you want.
I'll definitely do a hotel. So I won't. I'll give you can have my space.
If you want to share the screen, Jim, I got it pulled up so people can see it real quick. So collected con. This is going to be cool because this is at Navy Pier.
That's my birthday.
Yeah.
Your birthday's canceled for Collected Con. So
this is different than Collected Con.
Correct. This is put on by Strange Cat Toys.
The other one has an A right there. If you do the collect.
And this will be the first annual Collected Con, August 3rd and 4th, 2024, at Navy Pier in Chicago. Look at that beautiful skyline. Come on now. I feel like I should work for Collected Con just because.
Definitely looks Photoshop, but it's
yeah,
beautiful.
totally.
Whatever.
Ditto, how
Beautiful,
far is that?
beautiful.
How far is that from your house?
So to get into the city, I just was there actually all weekend for a convention. It takes me with traffic.
What up, Red?
With traffic, probably an hour. But I mean, if there's no traffic, there's always kind of construction though. So yeah, you're talking 45, 50 minutes probably.
Okay.
That's
All right.
awesome. I'm
Not too
excited.
Yeah.
We'll have to book a hotel early. So that'd
Can
be
we
fun.
get a booth and go and help Red sell creatives? Red, we're gonna rent you a booth at Collected Con and come work there.
Hey,
Listen to
Aaron.
B throwing out the old
Yeah.
the throwing out the wallet.
Let me correct that. Red, you're going to rent a booth and we're going to come work there.
Yeah, I don't think I got the funds to rent a booth yet.
Well, I mean, B's spending all our money right now.
So that's going to be awesome. There is some news that I'm going to share when I can share it. I'm not able to share it yet, but there'll be another event next year in my backyard. Announcements coming soon.
We don't have anything in our backyard.
What's in my backyard?
No, because you guys are like Texas. Like what is there?
I think it's I think your milkshakes.
We have.
Right?
I was
My
about to say
milkshake
that.
brings other boys to the yard.
Backyard.
So guys, we have Grimley's already in the back. He's in the back office. So we're gonna bring him on in a second. If you guys just joined us, we have Grimley first. We got DXE second, and then we got Sketch coming in third tonight. 33 minutes each. So we're gonna talk to him about Creative Series 3 coming up.
Ooh, did you see what Red said? Creatives Con will, in all caps, happen early next year.
In Texas.
Nice.
In Texas? Is that happening in our backyard?
No, it's not happening in Texas. I guarantee that.
Nah.
Why you gotta be such a party pooper?
All right, let's remove that. And Grimley, are you ready to go? Are you good to go? Give me a thumbs up. All right, Grimley's good. We're gonna bring him on, guys. One of the first artists that we're interviewing from Series 3 and I can't wait. I am so excited to rip packs. Yeah, there we go.
Me too, baby. There's
There
Grimley.
it is. There it is. All right, here we go. Let's bring in Grimley Toys. All the way from what state, Grimley? Where are you at?
Massachusetts.
Mass.
Hey,
Grimley.
Grimley.
Oh,
Hola.
welcome to the
Hey,
party.
You have the Boston accent.
I do not, because I grew up in Colorado, so I'm a transplant to this area. So I have the accent, I guess, for the area.
Nice. Well, welcome to the show. Welcome to DT4. Welcome to Creative Series 3. Congratulations, by the way.
Congratulations.
Awesome, thank you.
That is awesome. We saw one of your cards. We got a sneak peek. Red shared one of your cards.
Yep.
Awesome. I can't wait to see the others. It's going to be fun to rip some packs. Are you excited to see just to rip a pack and say, "Oh, there's my card"?
Yeah, I mean, totally. It's gonna be, it's one of those things that I think, you set a goal and then you work towards it, and hitting Series 3 was really unexpected. So I was pretty excited, and then the rest of this year's been pretty crazy since then. So
It's going to get worse. I'm just telling you now, it's going to get crazier.
yeah, I think just that boost of confidence in the art just changed the way I was approaching things. And there's been a lot of crazy stuff since getting into that's taken place that I've been pretty excited about. So yeah.
So what's your day job? What you do for, is it?
I run an IT department. So I manage like 150 people for a company in Boston. So
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's a little different, but it's it's definitely fun.
I heard the MGM in Vegas is hiring. They just got hacked by the Russians, so I heard
they're gonna need some security replacements in there, maybe some Norton antivirus. I don't know.
So tell us a little bit. So we've got 33 minutes, and that reminds me, Ditto, are you going to time us?
I got it. I'm going to put the timer on starting right. Meow. Go.
Perfect.
All right. So I'm going to start off the question. Well, I guess I'm going to go second on the question since Rock started. But can you tell us a little bit about like the creatives journey and how you came to, were you familiar with the creatives before you applied for Series 3, or kind of tell us about that?
Yeah, I mean, I started, I'm older, so I think there's a long backstory from the 80s. But what happened was when I hit like my 30s, I knew what I was drawing and what I liked, but like there wasn't a lot of representation for it. And so, kind of what got me back into it is there's a mural in Salem that Golden did that and it's in an alley, it's in a parking lot behind 3 buildings. And I rounded the corner. It's called Our Lady of Guadalupe. You can look it up. But I just said, I was just like, holy crap, that's the kind of style that I paint. That's the kind of stuff that I like. And so that got me like thinking more about characters and the meaning behind the characters and how we do that. And I saw Creatives 1, applied for Creatives 2 and didn't get in, and just,
travesty.
Used all that. I think there's
travesty. You didn't get in.
I think there's a lot of like how you approach it, right? Like I think there's a lot of like, you can be self-reflective without being negative with yourself and saying like, okay, what do I want to improve on? And there's so much good art out there that I, spend so much time just strolling through Instagram and finding stuff that I like, and what do I like about it, and what am I missing in my stuff that I'm seeing in that. And people are really responsive. You can just message them and just say stuff like, how did you do this? Or I'm trying digital now. How did you figure out how to do digital? What are you doing with that? But, I think it's just really interesting. But I kind of applied in Series 3, and I just remember the question of being like, why do you think you should be in Series 3? And I replied like, I think I've earned it. I've been working all year to get into this thing from Series 2. I'm ready, in. And that was completely shocked that worked. But,
you strong-armed. You strong-armed Red. You strong-armed the Guardian.
Red likes that though.
I think Red likes
remember Sneaky did the same thing. He kind of sold himself. So Red's a proponent of that. So if you're thinking for future,
I tried that. It didn't work for me. So.
Well, you were too little, too late.
So yeah. So after you got how did you when you did your cards, your 3 cards or whatever, when you started sitting down to do it, did you already know what you were going to do prior to?
Oh no, it was just sheer panic for 3 weeks. The one that, so 2 of them are painted. They're just hand painted, and the one that was shared is actually about 4 or 5 layers. So they're all cut out and stacked on each other. So that one's kind of 3D. It goes way outside of the boundaries of the card. It's like a 5x7, and I mailed all 3 to Red so he can do whatever he wants with them to give them away.
Oh, that's cool.
So, fun fact, Rimley, I actually had entered one of your drawings for that DIY that E's holding up there, and E's a big Lucha fan, so he's my boy. I had to get it in his hands.
I'm actually a luchador myself.
Oh yeah.
Can't tell without the mask, but yeah, I think that it's good to have a forum that you have to try to excel at and stretch it. So I really like trying to work outside the boundaries of the card. And then, on the same note, I think the last ones I've done, I've tried to fit inside the shape of the card so people can put it in their binders and stuff like that. We started glow in the dark a couple weeks ago. That's been super painful to get stuff to glow in the dark the way I want it to glow in the dark. So
Yep. Very true.
But I think we always have to try new things. I think that's a huge part of it. I was thinking about it today so I could sound, intelligent when I was talking on this, but I was thinking, historically, when we look at artists and we talk about they go through phases, I think the reality is they just try stuff and they think, well, this is cool. I should, So I was thinking, like, I don't think Picasso ever thought, like, oh, I think it's time to start my blue phase. I think he mixed some blue paint and thought, this is cool. And then just kept running with it and suddenly had 30 paintings in blue. And it was a phase. I think, you know, part of working as an artist is continually trying new things, new forums, new formats, all that kind of stuff. I think it's important. So the cards were definitely a stretch for me, that trying to work on something that small, but exciting.
You can try something new soon too, because we're going to commission you now to make Ditto a card. Since he so kindly gifted us the Luchador, we're going to be hitting you up if you're available for commissions, and we're going to make something. You make something for Ditto. So.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to say, E and Ditto have a lot of the same interests. So whatever we commission you to do, E's going to want to keep. So I'm going to have to like secretly send it to Ditto.
We just won't tell. We won't show anybody until we send it.
I love the way the DIY cards are already flowing out of the Series 3 people's camp. Like they're already mailing. I got one from Nat Geo today. Like they're already coming like in force. Sketches all over the place. He's got cards coming out all the time. B, you've been popping them out like Tic Tacs. Like it's great that they're already coming out, and the cards aren't even here yet. So it's gonna be awesome.
Super excited for all of it.
So you said 2 of your pieces are on paint. Are they on canvas? You said they were painted?
They're on vellum paper. I don't have any formal training, so a lot of it's like trial and error. I really like painting on cardboard, but I don't think it would translate. So I found the closest thing that I could find.
I love that.
In the closet. The closet's a hoarder's paradise for art stuff. So we just dig through there until we find something that looks
like it. I like it.
Like what we're looking for.
Now, what about the digital world of art? Have you, done a lot of that yet, or?
I started like a year and a half ago. I do some stuff with Procreate. I just finished one the other day. I was really lucky before in that the house that we lived in with my wife and I, the art table, the art table was in the living room, so we could sit together most of the night. In this house, it's not. So I started doing digital so I can be in the same room after we got off work and we could be together. So I started doing that, and I'm still learning so much to it, So that's a lot of I spend so much time looking at people who do it really well and then DMing them and asking questions until they stop responding because I'm annoying, but
yeah,
it's fun to watch. There's a couple people on TikTok I've been watching that they do it live, and they're doing it so fast where they're moving their fingers and their pencil and they're like changing color. Like it's so fast. It's so fun to watch.
It's amazing like what people can do. And I always found it, really interesting that a lot of times when you talk to those people, they'll talk like it's really a normal thing that everybody should be able to do that. And it just confuses me more when they try to explain it. And it's, in simple terms for them. And it's a foreign language to me on a lot of it.
Well, B and myself both got into Procreate this last couple months, and it's a lot. There's so much to learn. Which is fun. There's going to be a ton to learn.
Yeah, it's super exciting. I really enjoy it.
So, as an artist, you're talking to all of your new fans that have just, discovered you and through the creatives. What is something you want people to know about you as an artist?
I think it's important that all of the pieces that I do, I'm not gonna talk about it or share it, but there's meaning behind every piece, and there's ideas and thought and usually some type of emotion or alignment. They're gonna see my first 2 murals are on that feed. We started spray paint 2 weeks ago, but
I saw that. I was so excited for you. It's incredible.
Yeah, I was really. I went to a charity event in the city that I'm in, and Golden was there, and a friend knew Golden. I was trying to leave because I'm, not super social, and she had introduced us, and he demanded that I show up in 2 days and paint, and he would teach me. So it was this really weird. I spent the day with this guy teaching me how to spray paint. Super lucky.
And I love the colors that you use.
Yeah, I really like bright colors.
Me too.
I really like the mummy. His name's Raps. There's like three main characters. There's Raps. There's the ragdoll that's Fabby, and then there's a kind of a beastie looking dude that's name is Firm. I think they're all.
I'm seeing a Home Depot bucket.
Yeah, that's my suitcase.
And it's resonating with us because we had Ezra Brown on a handful of weeks ago for one of our DT4 episodes, and he told us that he used to work at Home Depot, and he had bathroom breaks, and he'd go and sketch little creations in the Home Depot bathroom. So as soon as I saw that bucket, I'm like, oh my god!
I'm a huge sucker for Home Depot buckets. I think it's cheaper than it's not, but in my mind it's cheaper than buying bags. So whenever I go to Home Depot, I put everything in a bucket and then buy the bucket with everything in it. So
that's a good idea. I like that.
There's a superfluous amount of Home Depot buckets at my house, but they all get used.
And if it starts to rain, you can just kind of throw it on top.
There you
Put them
go.
all out.
Yeah,
I'm feeling MTV vibes here.
I like it.
Yeah, so that platform is an Astro. It's by Murder Bird.
Yeah.
I think I bought like 10 or 15 of them. I bought 2 like 6 or 8 months ago, finished them and was like, oh, I have this other idea and this other idea. And I was harassing him for months, like, when are you going to cast those again? When we started casting them, I said, okay, I think I need 10 to start and then we'll go from there. But yeah, they're awesome. I'm down to 2 left.
Grimley, I'll send you a couple. I'll send you a couple pieces to play with.
Oh, I have to have everything at least in duplicate because when I'm halfway through the first one, I'm like, oh, you know what else we should have done?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you some to play with. I like it. I like the way you did some of that. I mean, it just every day would come out with a new astronaut. I liked it.
Yeah, I have a whole set of digital stuff for Halloween. That's the same little Jason guy in 31 costumes. So we're hoping to do one a day for the entire month of October.
Oh, I love that.
That'd be crazy.
Jason,
I'm a procrastinator, so it was a lot to get. I think I started it last October, and it's going to be ready for this Halloween because I had to do 31 of them. So
That sounds about me. Yeah.
We got a couple of questions that have come in. If I missed this, I'm sorry. My dogs are starting to act up. I had to mute. Did you guys answer Dondo's question? He wants to know if the mummy had a name.
yes.
his name is Raps.
Raps. Okay. And then
Jason had one, right?
yeah, Jason has a question. He wants to know where does your inspiration from the style come from?
I think colors. I really like straight lines. I really like shading. Like I said, the murals. I live in Massachusetts has this thing where they have these gateway cities, and there's a bunch of charitable organizations. The biggest one here is Beyond Walls, and they get artists in to paint murals to do the gateway cities. And there's just some beautiful artwork. A lot of it is in kind of that comic style or graffiti style, and then stuff that's way beyond that. But there's a lot just walking around the city that you can get from colors and styles, and that's a lot. And then, like I said, most of the characters are based on the idea of like an emotion or a temperament or something like that kind of drives it. I won't talk about all of them. I can tell you, like, the idea of Raps is based on like being an introvert because he doesn't talk, doesn't wrapped up tight, doesn't need to speak.
The background stories are it adds something to it, though. I love the fact that
we've learned some crazy stuff on this short journey of DT4 so far. Like, I will never enter a Home Depot bathroom ever again without thinking of Ezra Brown.
Yeah, for sure.
This won't. It won't happen. So.
But that's part of the fun of art is like it has layers, and the more that you get to know the artist and know the story behind the characters, like you can look at that art in a whole new way and see it in a different light, and that's so cool. I love that.
I like, kind of my thing is I like people to take away what they want to take away from it. So I don't want to like, hey, here's the whole story behind this character, because there's only one that really has one. He's on one of the cards. It's kind of a teenage skeleton dude. That was the original Grimley from years and years ago. The concept was going to be a comic book of Death's teenage son, Grimley, and dealing with like your father's actually death and I don't think we ever figured out who the mother was going to be, but that was kind of a character I was into. So that one has a pretty big backstory of being a teenager with, your father's famous and infamous all at the same time. And we never cut.
You can't get much.
I don't have the.
You can't get much more emo than that, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I'm a old punk rocker with the taste of a 16-year-old punk rock girl from the 90s. So
aren't we all?
I noticed that you have the red balloon and a few, or at least two of your pieces that I saw. Is there a meaning behind that you know of, or do you just like?
I don't know if there is. I really like. I thought everything was just so serious. I think it adds a little levity. To have it in. I think I like red, and I think it may have started when I was drawing stickers, and I wanted to see if I could get 99 red balloons on stickers, and so we made 99 stickers. Kind of started there, and then just the Raps character being blue, he's not super dynamic in color, so I was trying to figure out something that popped, and it just became something I like to put in. Nice. Most of the stuff that I do, if I can fit it in, if it makes sense.
So
I like that.
A lot of people watch the show back because they miss it when it's live. So what I try to ask every artist, because all the people that are fans of the creatives and they want to get DIYs done, how do you go about your commissions? Do you open them up for a specific time, and then how do you do that? Is it DM you?
Yeah. So currently the process is but it surely won't work after the show. But the process has been, if you ask me, I'll just give you something, because I'm not in it for the money. But I have one project I'm working on for myself for Comic-Con that I need to finish up because, like I said, I'm a procrastinator, and it's only 1 month away to New York Comic-Con, so it'll probably take me 3 weeks to finish deciding and get it built. But other than that, I'll probably open it up until I feel like I've hit limit. I'm good to do 3 or 4 things at a time and feel confident that I can bounce between them. Nice. So I'll hit a limit of opening 3 or 4, then close it up until we get there, or run a list and just tell people you're 5th on the list. I'll hit you as soon as we get there and reach back out because.
Nice.
So for Whale I Am asked if any of those things that you were talking about before were for sale. Whale I Am can, and anybody that can just DM you. Is that the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, I have a website that my wife runs, which I'm just going to continue with the thing that I'm a procrastinator. I have not sent her any of the pictures to put up on the website. So if you DM me, you'll save me the trouble of posting it to put it back down. But all of them that are on there are, with the exception of one, I think, are sitting on a desk behind me in card sleeves.
And it's at Grimley Toys on IG if you guys are just coming in or didn't want to bug them after the show. At Grimley Toys.
Are you going to be at NYCC, or are you providing something for NYCC?
No, I'm going to be there on Friday. Late to the game. So I bought tickets for Friday. So from Boston, I'm going to come down Thursday night, go to dinner. Hang out Friday. The semi reveal, I'll tell you what I'm doing, but I'm rather quiet and don't really introduce myself. So I'm customizing my shoes for Comic-Con so that if you want to find me, I'll post them before I go and you'll know what I'm wearing. And that'll be the easiest way to find me there.
You'll just have people bumping into each other because they're going to be looking for feet.
They're going to be pretty loud, so I think we'll be okay.
Fun.
It'll be great to meet you in person. That's why I can't wait to go. I want to meet people in person, and
I'm excited. If they do creatives, I'll show up definitely. I'm excited to do that stuff. I'm so excited for the other cards. Everything that comes out on the previews, I'm like, oh, I wish I would have thought of doing something like that. It's everything's just so amazing that people.
I don't know. Your piece is pretty awesome. So far, the one I saw, it looks pretty great. So
well, thanks. I'm really excited for it. I'm excited for everybody. I think for a lot of people, it's like myself, where it may feel more like a second chance. There's Philip. Philip sent me probably a million. Not a million, but a ridiculously large stack of DIY cards from Croatia. Nice. Philip's in Croatia collecting. So
Yep.
He's got a couple. I'm working on his foil cards now to send back to him.
Philip is awesome. We know him as Shadow because on Whatnot, that's his username is Shadow. And so, yeah, Shadow is incredible. And
I have a drawer full of Croatian snacks right over here.
Yeah, we just finished them off in the house, so we were excited.
I'm waiting for my snacks, Shadow.
I put them on.
So you said your wife does art as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, she does. I don't even think she has her Instagram up. She does abstract art and big pieces. So they're like around the house. And then there was a period, maybe right before COVID, where she was translating them into really, really small paintings on stickers, and we were putting them around Boston. So that was super fun.
That's cool.
Oh, neat. You said she doesn't have an IG?
I don't think she has one with the art on it. I can check. I have an internet. Hold on.
That's pretty cool.
We have an internet.
Ditto didn't last week.
No, last week I definitely did not have an internet. So, guys, if you're in the chat and you have any questions for Grimly, remember we are going about 33 minutes with each of these guests. We're getting down to just a handful of minutes left with Grimly. So ask away. I see a stormtrooper in the background. I happen to be a Star Wars guy. My buddy over here, wherever he is on the screen, E, not so much. He doesn't love the Star Wars.
I love Star Trek.
Yeah, I'm not a biggie.
Talk to me about that very clean piece that you have back there. What is it?
Yeah. So the problem is, I have an issue that I overbuy stuff that I want to paint. I can't even show you mine because my wife will watch this, and I've kept it a secret how much this stuff is in the closet. But we only had one discussion when we moved houses, and it was revealed, and they're all blanks, and they're all stuff I say I'm gonna paint. And so what happened was I was painting stormtroopers, and I'm always like last to the game. So I was painting stormtroopers when like Mighty Jaxx was producing them, and Toys R Us was closing, and they became really hard to get. And I got that one, and it's like impossible to find now. And so you get like artist guilt, like I'm going to paint it. And then you're like, what if I screw it up? Because I'm never going to get one this big again. And obviously I can repaint it. I just have to suck it up and do it. But if you go really far down in my Instagram feed, there was a time where I was customizing Stormtrooper helmets, and there's a couple Stormtroopers that are full. I think they were 24-inch Stormtroopers that I painted. So that one's just patiently waiting to be painted.
Well,
this is also
I'll hit you up on the side, Grimly, because I've already got a couple ideas for you.
I throw them out all the time, and the great thing if you have Procreate is I take a picture of it and then I draw on it and then I stare at it for 3 days and say, yeah, that's not going to work.
That's the nice thing about it, though. Kind of gives you a good game plan.
Yeah, it's super helpful.
So we have, what else? Somebody else had a question on here.
And I was trying to look back to see what else.
Talks amongst yourselves, please.
Red's like, or he's judging him for not painting him yet.
You know, I have one of Red's blank clowns from probably 3 years ago that I bought that's in the closet, and I swear I have a great idea for it, and I get it out every 2 months, plan it out, and then package it back up and put it back in the closet.
I still have mine sitting in a box as well.
What does the name Grimly come from? You had mentioned that. Is that a character you said?
It was an original one. It was the when I started, the idea was I wanted to do one box comics of this teenage son of death, and that quickly progressed into short attention span theater of, I think I started drawing those, and then I stumbled in a years and years ago in a Barnes and Noble, and they had the original monies, and they were all on clearance for like $2. So I think I bought like 30 of them, and I thought, oh, I can try to paint these. I didn't even know this was a thing. And then that set me off in a totally different direction. Then I learned people were sculpting on them. Like, it was all like self-discovery. I never had anybody to like talk me through it. I found something and thought, this is cool, I could paint this. And then I
was into that way back in the day too, when they had the monies and they came out with the little dinosaur looking guy too after a while.
Kraka. I think I have 2 of each in the closet that are the original ones in the box. with they all came with the accessory and they were always different. So I had a whole bag full of chains and necklaces and hats.
I had a whole case full of different ones, and I moved from my house and left it up in the attic and never saw it again. So, yeah.
We have a question.
Treasure.
ACB, who's a bit of a foodie, he wants to know, what is your favorite food, either to cook or eat, Grim, he says.
Oh, well, I like everything, which my physique will demonstrate. But no, I think my favorite food is Sweatman's Barbecue in South Carolina, and I like it because it's literally in the middle of nowhere. We're from Boston, but we traveled. We had a Fiat, and we drove like Route 66 for 2 weeks. We went all over in this little car. And the first time we were going, it's in the middle of nowhere. The GPS dies, and there was a car full of construction workers in front of us, all fields on both sides. And I jokingly said, they're probably going to the barbecue restaurant, so let's follow them. And they were. We actually folled them, and they drove to the barbecue restaurant.
Wow.
So, that's fun.
But it's eternally good. It's only open 2 days a week. Super good. And I for Northeast standards, I can smoke and barbecue pretty well, so I like to do that from here.
Since we're on the topic of food, we have a little bit of a debate internally here on DT4.
Here we go.
You're from Colorado. You're now living in Boston. So you really don't have any skin in the game when it comes to the debates that come amongst this little crew here. How do you feel about ketchup on hot dogs? Does it belong on a hot dog? Yes or no?
Yeah, I can go there. Why not?
Okay. All right.
Absolutely has a place on a hot dog.
Yeah. See?
So I was going to say, that's interesting.
You're talking to a Chicago guy here, Grimly, and we are anti-ketchup.
I'm going to put ketchup on my hot dog. I'm going to put ketchup on my hot dog. All right. If I'm hungry and I want ketchup on a hot dog.
I was going to say, we had a pretty rousing debate at work last week on if a hot dog was a sandwich.
That one's another one that always comes up in our chats too.
Also,
do you want me to answer it? Because we were arguing.
Yeah,
we were arguing for like literally the whole day. I told my wife, and she spent 2 minutes Googling, and she said, Webster's Dictionary has definitively declared that a hot dog is a sandwich.
Well, then there you go.
And that was it.
Who's Webster? Nobody goes by that stupid book.
Who's Webster? Nobody likes that guy. Nobody likes that guy.
So what would you like in the few minutes we have left with you here, Grimly? What would you like people to know, either about you, about what you have coming up?
So I'd say hang in there, because I don't know what I have coming up either, to be perfectly honest. Everything's different. Like I said, I really feel like, I don't know what my next phases of what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to try new stuff. Gonna next weekend painting another mural, seeing how that goes. It's going to be different. So if you're on the Instagram feed, follow me. It's going to be different every time. Winter's going to hit and the murals are going to end, and I don't know what the next thing's going to be. I have a couple ideas, but
you'll be busy
cranking out the cards, and there's going to be some other weird stuff along the way.
Series 3, when it hits, you're going to be busy. So
I can absolutely tell you here, this community that we have, the three of us here that host DT4 are, or the three entities, I should say, are Whatnot streamers. So I don't know if you have ever been on the Whatnot platform. We open the series the creatives cards on Whatnot, and I can tell you, once those start getting ripped, people are going to go crazy. They're going to want your autos on those cards. They're going to want DIYs. They're probably already starting to hit you up for DIYs. You're going to get more and more and more.
Jason said he messaged him already about pricing for DIYs. So you better set your price, Grimly, because
boy, I don't even know what that is.
Grimly,
so my price is usually free, so we're going to have to figure out something that at least makes sense.
This show actually, DT4, it gets tens and tens of views. So you might get a little busier by tomorrow, but just hold on.
Yeah, I'm excited though. So if I have a message, just hang in there. I don't know what's coming either. I have some ideas for some new DIY cards to do something more different than what I've done before.
Before we let Grimly go, I want to. I just got a message here from the Guardian. He just said, for the release of Series 3, if we get a release at NYCC, we have a big possibility of having a release show at an amazing spot in the city.
Whoa.
Some unreal, bad word, will happen. So it's going to be
You
and
better-
he's pushing. He is pushing
But anyways.
pushing the producer of the cards very hard. So he's trying. He's trying to get it
Yeah.
done.
So I'm gonna have to buy a plane ticket.
So
Okay.
he's gonna be on his way to New York. It sounds like
Good luck getting a hotel. And
he's got a park bench and rats to keep him
oh
warm.
no,
We
oh no.
have an Ethan.
We do have an Ethan.
We have an Ethan.
We do have an Ethan. So, Grimley, we are very, very excited for you. We're thrilled. Then you know what? You got a platform right here. I'm sure you talk to Red. You've talked to Red all the time. But what would you like to say publicly to Red now that you're in Series 3? Anything? Good, bad, or otherwise? Give him a little shit. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll say I think it's the same thing that I messaged. Like for some of us, especially some of us that are older, like we hadn't really given up, but art was just going to be that thing we were going to do on the side. And so like some of these goals really, really felt unattainable. And so like getting into creatives was something that I said of like, yeah, we'll get there, Series 20, Series 21. I always think like you're going to get in and they're like, yeah, and then we're shutting it down. You're the last one. So just the fact that all of these people are getting a platform is such a huge, huge thing. And I think that, I don't think it's lost on anybody who's in it. I don't think it's lost on anybody who's applying for it. And the breadth and reach of it is crazy. I run into people who know about it that I couldn't imagine they should know about it, so it's just what he's doing is both very cool, or what you're doing, I'll talk directly to you, is very cool artistically, but it's also like, it's pretty life-changing for the people that are getting to participate too, whether it's actually life-changing for people who are full-on artists or people like me that is just giving a second run at something that we didn't necessarily expect we'd get a run at.
Yeah.
Well, as a creatives affiliate, somebody who rips the cards, I can tell you I'm excited to start ripping Series 3, and I can't wait to see those Grimley cards, buddy. So
Awesome. Thank you. I'm excited to get them out to you guys. Thanks for having me on.
absolutely. Well, our 33 minutes with Grimley is up. So, guys, please go follow Grimley Toys at Grimley Toys on IG. Anywhere else they can find you that you want to tell them?
Grimleytoys.com is a website. It's got some other stuff on there. There's a mailing list on there. I think I'll start using it and kind of if you want to sign up on the mailing list, I'll start sending out some previews of what's happening before we make it public, so people can have a little sneak peek of what we're doing.
All right. And as somebody who has touched that same DIY card that now is in E's precious hands, you do great work, Grimley. We can't wait to get more of them in our own personal collection. So
camera does not do it justice.
We'll hopefully see you at NYCC, at least Jim will, and God bless. We'll see you soon, Grimley. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Grimley. We'll see you at NYCC soon. All right.
What a cool dude, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't had any duds yet. I mean, the Guardian was a little bit of a dud, but
Yeah.
Well, we deal with
Hey.
the dud every week.
No, who's the dud?
we didn't have Ditto last
Who's
week.
the dud?
That's for somebody to find out.
Yeah.
Who's the dud?
I'm not saying anything.
I'll take the dud status. I'm good with it.
But he wasn't here last week though.
Yeah. You guys blame me for everything. It's fine. I can take it.
I like how Rock was like, we haven't had any duds yet, and now like DXC's probably like sweating. It's just like, oh my god.
All right. So
I don't know.
we do DXE is in the blue room.
No pressure, no pressure.
So we can bring her on. Are we ready to bring DXE on, or do you guys
Of course.
Yes, I'm gonna go yell at Maya to brush your teeth. I'll be right back. I'm doing mom duty.
Oh,
All
God.
right. So the second artist of the night, of the three, DXE, another brand new creative Series 3 artist. She's actually going to be in my Series 3 minis that's dropping very soon.
Hey.
And I've seen her work that she's done on the toys, and they look absolutely amazing. I'm super excited. She's super excited that she got pushed outside her comfort zone, and I love it. I love pushing people. So, DXE, are you ready? Are you ready to come on? Are you good to go? She's muted. I see that, but I can bring her on. All right, here we go. We're going to bring DXE on. So, there you go.
DXE.
Howdy, how?
Can you hear us? She can't hear us. DXE, can you hear us? She's probably going to message me here.
Oh,
Nope.
we lost
And
her.
We love.
DXE has left the
Way to go, Rock. Way to go.
DXE got disconnected.
All right. Well, we'll give it another minute here.
So that's big news. Red just messaged me that. He did say last time we talked, I was talking to him about doing the nav last week. He did say he is starting to push them. So I know he's getting a little anxious to get these cards. So if it does happen during NYCC, he has a place to do the party. So that'll be fun.
Well, as we get a little closer, we'll see. You did get offers to crash out at Cardi and
well,
yeah,
Cardi didn't offer, so we might want to wait to
I'm just gonna show up on Cardi's doorstep and then.
Oh, somebody said mine and mine. Who else?
Sketched it.
No,
we'll crash at Sketches. We'll get Sketches to
figure something out.
I saw two people. Who was the other one? Somebody else said it too.
All right, DXE is back. I see your camera up. Can you hear us, DXE? Give us a thumbs up.
All
right, here we go. Let's bring her in again. Can you hear us now?
You're good.
Ah, there she is.
Hi, girl power! Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I am so excited to finally meet you personally, face to face, on the interweb. Your stuff, the stuff you did on my toys, absolutely amazing. They look so good.
Did you get them yet?
No. I should probably have them tomorrow or the next day. But man, the pictures that you sent.
It was hard to let them go.
Isn't that crazy? I don't even get them though. I don't even get a chance to purchase them. So I'm excited for everybody else because you did a smoking job. And I know B's been working on hers, and I've seen one of them, and hers is smoking too. So you guys are killing it. Killing it.
The ladies of Series 3 Rock Minis. We love it. We love it.
How are you, Dixie? You've been crushing it. You've been doing so much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been busy. It's been fun, to be honest with you. Really fun.
So since the notification that you're in the creatives, you just put it to a new level, just like Grimly did, right?
Yeah, like I like from the moment I learned about these cards, like I was like, I have to be in this. Like, how do I get in this? Because I ran into those cards, into like seeing like other artists post these cards from Series 1, and all of a sudden I was like, why are these cards keep popping up? Like, what is this? So as soon as I clicked on that, and I just fell in love with it, and I reached out to Red right away, like, this is so awesome. Like, how can I be part of this? And he was like, well, if Series 1 sells out, we'll be having a call for artists for Series 2. And then Series 2 Series 1 sold out. And then Series 2, the artist call for Series 2 came out. And I literally didn't see it till the day after it was done. Like,
oh, ouch.
Yeah. So like, and I immediately sent him a message. I'm like, dude, I just saw this and it was due yesterday. He's like, well, if Series 2 sells out, there'll be a call to artists for Series 3. And I was on it for the third one.
It's getting better and better. Series 3 is better than Series 2, and it's going to keep growing and growing to some huge place we can't even imagine. So it's probably worked out best, you know?
Yeah, and I think like I'm in a better place too. Like I feel like my confidence has grown, since like knowing more about the creatives, and I was at Creative Con and like meeting everybody. I think seeing other people's work and how everybody does everything so differently, and I kind of just gained a lot of confidence. So I feel like it was the right time, this was the right time for me, I think.
It all worked out.
So tell us a little bit about your art, because one thing that I've noticed is that a lot of it revolves around like trees, right? So are there representations or meanings behind some of the stuff that you kind of symbolize in all of your art?
So I basically, because I paint my emotions. So a lot of my work, you'll see like it's just really just me expressing how I feel at the moment. Or things that are going around, whatever it is. But the trees just came from, I've been doing these trees forever. Only, before I was a little more in the negative place in my mind, in time and place kind of thing. And then they kind of developed into these trees, which they're like my trees of hope. with the hanging hearts. The hearts represent hope for me. So it's just, one, it helps me express myself with them. Trees to me are like extremely strong. Like they represent so much. They represent family, strength, just nature in general, life. So I like to put those in there, and it's just one of those things I enjoy doing.
It's beautiful. I love the sentiment too, because it branches off of a tree. There's so many deep meanings there. I really, really like that. I'm kind of stuck at this picture, just in kind of in awe of thinking of all the things that it really generates inside of me. It's a powerful piece.
And that one I did for that was actually a special request from Cardi's wife or fiance or wife.
Yeah.
But yeah, she requested that because he's been wanting one of my originals for a while since I met him. And she hit me up. She's like, I really want to surprise him. I wanted to represent our love. And that's why we have the two little hanging hearts there. That's to represent both of them. And then I added little hearts there for their kids.
Katie, that when Cardi told me about you, he's like, you got to talk to her about getting in your minis and do it, because he was so excited when he opened that painting. Like he was all about it, and so he was the one that actually told me to, hey, reach out to DXC because she would love to do it. So
yeah, and I did. I got super excited when he reached out to me, and then I got a chance to speak to you. Like I've been like on this like super high, like ever since I got that message from Red, and things just getting more and more people to follow my art. It's been a really good high.
Yeah, there's Cardi. There's a picture of Cardi opening it up there.
Yep.
One of the things that I think I love the most about your art is the color that you use. Yep. The color that they blend so well, and they're so vibrant, and I think that tells a story in itself. Like the use of your color, I'm constantly impressed with every piece that you post.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love that.
That's gorgeous. So do you still, because I know for a while you had posted that you had some DIYs. Or do you still have any left that you're selling on IG, or?
I have a lot that I've just created for myself that, are up for grabs. And then I've been doing some commissions for people that, have requested DIYs. And I only have like 3, I think, blanks left. I know Grim said he was going to send me a few. So I'm kind of waiting on that. He said he'll send me a couple of blanks, so I'll be stocking up on those.
Well, when I hit you up for my DIYs, I will send you a nice stack of blank DIYs for you, DXC.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
He said, dude, I'm gonna mail them.
Yeah, I have a thank you gift, and I'll throw a bunch of DIYs in there for you.
Thank you, guys.
Red's distributor to get some DIYs like made so that like all the artists have DIYs on hand, because it seems like those are harder to come by.
No, but see, that's what he wants. He wants those cards, those packs to be
that is the currency right there.
Yep.
That's a great idea too. Great idea.
And for me, like the DIYs, they kind of like opened me up to like start venturing out on like different, like now I'm using markers again that I haven't used markers since I was in my 20s.
Have you done one of the foil DIYs yet, DXC? Because I'm going to send you one, and I feel like your color on a foil would be.
Oh, that would be awesome. I'm going to be nervous. I don't even know how to work on that.
There's no reason to be nervous. Anything you do, I'm going to love. So you don't need to worry about that.
I was nervous on that one too because they're more rare. But Gonga actually is the one that told me to use Sharpie, because if you use color Sharpie on it, the color will see. It's see through. So I bet like color Sharpie on it with your design would be gorgeous.
Oh, that's
cool. And cool. Cardi's a good person to ask about the foil. He did a really cool one for me. I think he's done one for everybody in here actually.
Yeah.
He's really good at the foil. So ask him. He's got some good tips.
Yeah, I'll make sure to do that.
Yeah.
I love the tree concept, so I'm gonna definitely want one of your inspirational trees on a DIY for myself.
Absolutely.
I love it.
I'll love to do that for you too.
I need like an 8-inch vinyl DXC tree.
Now
that I've been doing these toys, now I'm really like, now I've got my clay. I'm like everything's coming back to me. Like I used to sculpt way back when too, and I'm like, Yo, this is the time to start making these because now
Just
I'm
remember
excited.
us little people when you get up to like sculpting level.
Yeah,
I
imagine, like,
remember
little
back
hearts,
20
little
years
heads.
ago with those minis, I put a little heart on there. And it started it all.
That'd be crazy.
It's been
I
fun.
would.
Brett says he's so proud of DXE. She's such a good soul, and it translates through her art easily.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure it does.
Thank you.
It does. And that's true, Red, because there are a lot of people who you can just like I'll even use B as an example with her hearts and her kind of inspirational messages. Same vibes. It's you just look at the piece and you kind of get happy. Same thing with
Yeah.
DXE's pieces.
I used to paint like very dark stuff. Like I was in a very negative part of my life for a long time, and I kind of just got tired of being one of those people that would also just put out so much hate and negativity in the world. And that's kind of like when I kind of got a little wake up call. Like I don't want to do that anymore. And I just started, even though a lot of my pieces describe a lot of dark feelings, like the colors kind of give you that hope of, you know, you can get out of this, you know. And that's why I enjoyed using the bright colors. One, it's fun for me I love seeing the color changes, which is why I paint with my hands a lot, because it's just fun to do.
A lot of times there's beauty in the darkness, though. There really is.
Yeah.
Well, and art is like, for me, art is therapy.
It's
And
just
so
an outlet,
whether
yeah.
you're, you know, doing something positive with it or negative with it, like to be able to use your emotion to translate into something physical is really cool. But I like that you said you use your hands, because I'll tell you, for Rock's Mini, one of the things I bought an airbrush and I was, you know, going with it, whatever. And then I tried to paint part of it and I did it 3 different times and I hated it every time. And then I used my finger the last time, and that is when it turned out perfect. And I was like, okay. So, but
Yeah.
it's like, and he always makes fun of me because I'm a messy painter. Like when
Me
I
too.
paint, it's on my arms, it's on my,
Mhm.
you know.
It's not. It's
Like
It's
I'll
so
find paint on me like 2 days later. I'm like,
she'll get paint on the ceiling, and I'm like, how did you?
yeah.
What did you do?
And there's if I showed you my apartment right now, there's paint on the floor, there's on the walls, like there's paint everywhere.
See, I knew she was my soul sister.
So for the people that are just kind of getting to know you now, and a lot of the, again, you probably heard it with when Grimley was on. A lot of the people, you've been in our Whatnot streams. A lot of the people who come in here are fans of the creatives. They kind of are really enjoy getting to know the artists, whether it be on our streams, DT4, your lives that you guys do, whatever the platform might be. They really, really enjoy that opportunity to kind of really get to know you. So for people that, are maybe kind of just getting familiar with you, give us a minute about yourself. Give us a little background, a little history of DXE.
What's your day job? What do you do for a day job?
My day job, I'm actually an administrator at an alternative high school.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah,
There you go.
my
That's
babies are a handful, but I love them.
Have you ever painted a sketch in a Home Depot bathroom?
Not in a Home Depot bathroom, but in other bathrooms I have.
Well, there you go. See? All right.
That is a trend we're finding out. That is a
Yeah.
trend.
I need to.
Yeah.
I
But
need
now
to
when I go to
need
Home
doodle
Depot,
in the
I
bathroom.
might just pop into a bathroom just to draw something now. Like
If you could swing into the men's and just check the wall, I'm sure there's stuff from all a bunch of different artists by now.
So when you're creating, do you listen to music?
yes.
And what would that playlist sound like, DXE?
It honestly just depends on my mood. Like it could get really dark, or it could be like super happy Disney music.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like if you go through my like playlist, you'll know exactly what my mood was, like where I was, because like the music will be like super happy, super sad, super happy again, like, and it just
ACB, again, our resident foodie, he wants to know what's your favorite food, or what do you like to cook? What's your kind of soup du jour?
I'm not a very good cook. I am enjoying it now because I've been watching a lot of TikTok videos, and I'm like, oh, I could try that. Let me try that. And things have actually been starting to taste pretty good, so I'm kind of, enjoying it. But I don't know if I have like anything favorite to cook. Like recently I've been cooking this steak sandwich and it's been really good. But I keep getting the bread wrong because I keep cutting it too thick and whatever. But
That
I
sounds
don't-
really
That
good.
sounds amazing.
What part of the country are you in? Because you know my question's coming next. What part of the country are you in?
I'm in South Florida.
South Florida. Okay. What is the South Floridian take on a hot dog?
Ketchup.
Is it ketchup or no ketchup?
Listen, I don't know
Ketchup.
about anybody else, but I will not eat a hot dog without ketchup.
There we go.
Like,
Two.
I'm outruled. I'm definitely
like,
getting
don't
outvoted
even
here.
offer me a hot dog if you don't have ketchup.
I love
Thank you.
DXC. I love her now. She's it. She's my fave.
Well, all I can
Ditto-
say is
ditto-
when you
ditto
guys
call
come
me
to
a 4-year-old.
CollectorCon next August in Chicago, y'all are seriously going to be disappointed.
I guess I'm not
I'll
eating
bring
a
my
hot
ketchup
dog over
back.
there.
Yeah.
I'll bring my own little Heinz packets. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll bring some packets.
You're gonna
Maybe-
smuggle them on the plane, like
Make it rain with some packets.
So here's a quick story. When I was stationed in Turkey, right? I'm a huge cheese fan. I love cheese on my hot dog. I love cheese on hamburgers. Everything. I love cheese. And so I would bring cheese from home, and I gave it to this downtown little restaurant that did steak and chicken kebabs during the for lunch. We'd go down there for lunch, and I'd just give them a big old bag of cheese and leave it in their fridge. And every day I'd go there for lunch and they would throw the cheese on the steak sandwich. So
Oh, that's funny.
I'll bring ketchup to Chicago. No problem.
All right.
It's not a problem.
None of you are staying with me. All right, so I have a couple questions. Who are a few, or what are a few of your artists' inspirations? Like, where does some of your inspiration come from?
It's a tough one. Well,
You have to say Red Guardian.
Oh,
I love him. He's so amazing.
Okay.
Like
Now that we
he's
got
like
that out the way,
I feel like he's like my big brother
The
right now.
obligatory Red Guardian comment. Yes.
Like growing up, I was just like a huge Disney fan. Like I grew up watching a lot of Disney, wanting to work for Pixar. Like that was growing up. That was the dream. Like I went to school for computer animation and graphic design. I didn't graduate, and I didn't, make it there. Not yet. But
not yet. I like that.
but it was one of the things that really inspired me to get into art. Like I always knew I wanted to be an artist. I just had no idea how I was going to do it. And throughout my life, it's been on and off because I've had all kinds of oddball careers, and it wasn't to be an artist. Because everything, people, at least me growing up, like it was encouraged as, oh, it's a hobby, but not as, hey, that's what you're going to do with your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can see behind all of us, we're kind of collectors. First and foremost. What about yourself? Do you collect anything?
I grew up being a collector. Like I was a huge Disney freak collector. Like I had everything, and my mom spoiled me, so I had everything. And then as I got older, I got into Todd McFarlane, and I have a bin that's probably destroyed somewhere because it's been in like the heat, but of all my Todd McFarlane toys. But through my artist journey, because I did do the Starving Artist Act for like 4 years, so I ended up moving a lot. Like every 6 months, I was like couch surfing or making it as a starving artist. So I did lose a lot of stuff throughout the years, and it kind of just made me like, well, now I'm now starting to get back into like, okay, well maybe I could start collecting this or whatever. And now I've kind of gotten stuck to like, I'll collect stickers because those are easily managed and I can keep them around.
Yeah.
And that's why I got so excited about creative cards too. Like here's something I could put in my trapper keeper.
Nice.
Oh, I love it.
Regardless of where life takes me, I can pop that in my book bag and keep it with me forever.
That's OG right there, a trapper keeper. That's dope.
Hey, they're making a comeback. Trapper
They
Keepers
are
making a comeback. So are you complete on series 1 and 2 of your cards?
No, because I'm one of those silly people that thought if you bought one box, you would get them all.
Oh yeah, you don't even get them all with one
map.
map.
No, and listen, I had to save for my box, so I have one box I got for series 1. I have my second box for series 2, which is this is it.
Well, I'll tell you what, we love helping the artists out in the cumulative group here has tons and tons and tons of dupes, especially with the Series 2s. So if you have a list and you want to shoot it to us, we will definitely get some in your hands.
For sure.
Red
I
said,
have-
give me the number
I'm gonna
for
go buy
Trapper Keeper.
my second Trapper Keeper so I could get those in order.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Did you see what Red said about the Trapper Keeper?
He wants to do a collab. There you go.
Give me the number for Trapper Keeper and make a collab deal.
Yes.
Red's
Red
always
Trapper
working.
Keeper.
He's always working the
Yeah.
deal.
Red loves this sound.
Hey.
Can you imagine a DXC Trapper Keeper with like the tree with the hearts on
Oh,
it? Dope.
That would be amazing.
You need to customize a Trapper Keeper.
yeah. There you go. We'll sell a couple of those for you because we know we're gonna want them.
I'm sure-
I'm gonna have to go shopping tomorrow.
I'm sure Red will have it up on the website. You can buy the T-shirt tonight.
The
So.
creative Trapper Keeper.
Yeah, he's good at that too. He'll pop it out real fast.
Hashtag Trapper Keeper.
Exactly.
Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Here we go.
I love it.
So, what about the chat? What questions you guys have for DXE that's not food related? Let's get into a little bit of DXE's history art.
So commissions, DXE, just DM you
Just DM me.
for DIYs. Okay.
Yeah. I'm always on Instagram. Just DM.
And its IG is DXE Studios. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
What does DXC stand for?
It's my full name. It's Diana Xiomara Escamilla.
Yeah. Say that 3 times.
That's beautiful.
This is
DXE.
a gorgeous name. Very
I'll
pretty.
stick with DXE because I could never say that. I couldn't.
Oh,
You
Red.
can't even say
Carnivorous
carnivorous flora.
flora.
I want to hear him say it though. I want to hear.
DXE, do you see all the grief I get from these people? Like,
I do, and I've been sitting around watching your other lives, and man, they be
They
killing
bomb
you out
me.
here.
yeah,
Don't feel sad for him.
I was called.
No,
dead.
he gives as much as he gets. Trust
I
me.
do. I do.
He gives as much as he gets. I'm his sounding board. He'll be like, last week my internet was out. And he's like, oh, well, Ditto's not here. Thank God. I'm like, I'm in a chat watching, and I'm just like, okay, yeah. I guess.
We love each other. That's why we're able to mess with each other. It's great.
It's like a superhero name.
It is like a
right?
super.
It is a superhero name. I like
Honestly, that's why I thought I was gonna make it, because I was always like, oh, I even have the name like
Yep.
DXC, like it was that X just made everything for me.
So
I like it.
have you always? I'm assuming you've done art since you were younger. Is that? And then were you always painting, or were you sketching beforehand, or?
No, it was a lot of sketching first.
Okay.
And, I got into painting like maybe when I was around 15. And I used to watch Bob Ross just
Nice.
on TV, like just watch him. I would just sit there and watch
Mhm.
him.
Yeah.
But I used to do a lot more drawing with colored pencils and markers, and then I just kind of stopped. Like I stopped doing art for a good amount of time, like, and then I just kind of was like, what am I doing with my life? I'm miserable without it.
Yeah. And that's the cool thing about the creatives. I know it's kind of sparked that creative outlet again, and I'm seeing a lot of people who've never done art before, start doing it, and they do a DIY and like, I can't do it. Next thing you know, they have like 20.
Yeah.
It's been really, really cool and inspirational.
And you'll see too when we start ripping cards on Whatnot and the minis too. It's going to start next week with the preview show. You're going to see all the artists come in the room and talking and chatting and sharing ideas, and the chat is just so friendly. Like, we have a great community, and I'm glad you're part of it. I'm glad you jumped on board. You got the Whatnot. You'll be able to get in there and chat it up with everybody.
Yeah, and I mean, we've talked about this time and time again too. Like, when we're in our streams and you guys come in, it kind of gives us that extra little, like, I don't know, boost, like energy. We love it. So it means a lot when the artists come into the room and just even hang out.
Yeah, and I've been enjoying just sitting there watching. Like, it does inspire me. Like, because I get really nervous in front of the camera or in front of a group of people to talk.
Me too.
So I'm like, I don't know if I really want to do this. Like, and I've been procrastinating because I got accepted to do Whatnot for like, I think over a month now. And I know, I just need a weight scale so I can just weigh stuff and make sure I have the weight on there. But I just keep procrastinating because I'm like, yeah, just I can wait.
If you have any questions, I mean, feel free to reach out to any one of us.
Yeah.
We're here.
And you're doing great tonight. This is good practice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
great.
the nice thing about Whatnot is you don't even have to show your face. You could just show your, you know, your art or whatever it is you're selling.
That's
And
how I started. It was just me, but I wasn't in front of the camera because I don't want to be in front of the camera. I was super nervous. And then she started, you know, she wanted to help out, and then now she's in front of the camera.
Yeah, Rock and I always are behind camera on our stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask, are you ready for a Barbara Walters question here, DXE? Ready? I'm going to get deep on you here for a minute. If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
I have no idea. No idea.
No?
I don't really know the different type of trees. I just
Redwood, because it grows forever and it's
You gotta be
strong.
I'd be a palm tree because fancy people have palm trees in their neighborhoods.
Well, they're warm
Type
weather.
of
You like the
trees.
warm weather. So
Okay, never mind. No, I take that back.
I'd be an oak because oaks are solid and I feel like reliable and they live for a long time. I'm going to be an oak.
I'd be,
I like that. I think I'm gonna go with you on that one.
All
I'm
right.
going
I'd be a
redwood.
Christmas tree because I
I'm
like
going
presents.
redwood. Those big
I'm gonna
redwoods
go-
in the parks, like
No.
they last forever. They're huge. They
Stop
cut
it.
holes in them. They drive right through them. Like redwood.
She's about never mind.
I'm gonna be a ganja tree because I like to
Yeah,
make
what's-
everybody happy.
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
Who says she's going to be a peach tree? And
I like
believe that. I could see that, Boo. Kinganga says a mango tree, though.
Mango. Okay.
DXE would be a coconut tree, Red says.
Money tree.
Where's all
Money tree. There you go, E. There it is.
Where's all the chat?
Rainbow eucalyptus tree.
Right there.
He's saying
There is no such thing as a pineapple tree.
I love it.
So
Yeah, well,
I love pineapple though. So are you like what's your thought process of what's going to go through your mind like when your card gets pulled like for the first time? Like you're going to have to be on all our streams, so when we rip open cards, you get to see your card ripped open.
I might cry. I'm not gonna lie. I might cry.
Yeah, I've been pressuring B to give me a good answer because it's got to be an amazing feeling. Like
I mean, just getting that message from Red that I was in, I was just so excited. Like it felt like I was going into the NFL. Like
you're in.
you are, yeah. You made it to the show.
I'm really, you know what I'm really excited about? Like once the cards are actually out, to be able to show you guys the original paintings. Like just,
Yeah, that's always a really fun part. Like that's dope.
because they're big.
Painting.
They're big pieces.
Mhm. Yep.
This is one of the prime originals that he auctioned off on one of our streams, and I snatched that bad boy.
Yeah, DXE, most of your paintings are pretty big, right? You make some.
Yeah, and these they're big.
That's dope.
You guys
Like,
follow.
I don't have a wall to hang them on. That's how big they are.
Follow DXE. Follow DXE on Instagram. She's posting a ton now. All her art. She shows you behind the scenes stuff. She just follow her on Instagram so you guys can keep track of what she's doing. And then hit her up for some commissions once you know.
What I enjoy DXE
Please
is,
do.
and you've probably seen us rip Series 2 cards on our streams. I actually enjoy kind of just the having fun with the cards and kind of whatever interpretation I take from it at that moment. It inspires me to kind of have fun with it, play with it a little bit, and joke around even sometimes with like, hey, this is the Saldanias or whatever, you know. And I love that, like, because it just, again, art's interpreted so many different ways. So I'm so anxious to get into Series 3, just me personally, because A, I'm going to be seeing all these cards for the first time, brand new. And B, all of these little things will be kind of going through my head as I see each card and as I get to kind of, and I'm getting to know the artist, which is a first for me on Series 3. You know, I got to know a lot of the artists this year, you know, by just doing the streams. You know, Red Guardian and Ganga were big proponents of coming in early and kind of getting other artists to kind of get recognized and say, hey, these guys are having a lot of fun with these cards. Come check them out. And then going to 5 points and different, you know, areas to see everybody. So it's really been exciting to have these platforms to kind of get to know you guys personally, even before now Series 3. So it's gonna be, I don't know, I'm gonna have a lot of feels when I open these cards for you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Ditto's gonna cry a lot.
Because it's like we have relationships with these people now. Like I've become really close with Cardi, and I've been close now, you know, with B, and like it's all these people that we've known for almost a year now, you know, coming up on a year, and it's like we're friends, and then we're gonna be pulling their cards. It's gonna be a cool feeling, you know. Sketch,
Yeah,
like
it is.
Sketch is just like my boy now. Like he's a friend that I've had for years. Like it's gonna be so cool pulling everybody's cards. Like, you know.
And it's cool to be able to have a group of people where you could like literally like ask questions, like,
Yeah.
and they're just so free. Like I've had such a great, you know, experience because of that. Because you know, when I was doing your toys, I was like, what kind of materials do I use? Like what am I doing? And everybody was just so kind and was like, try this, and just remember to have fun. And I, you know, you don't get that in a lot of the art communities. I mean, a lot of the gallery type, because I'm more used to a gallery setting,
Yeah.
and a lot of artists are more like, yeah, they kind of keep things to themselves, and you know they're not as friendly as I've come to meet with like the creatives. And
Well,
being at Creative Con, that really opened my eyes to such a new world.
Yeah.
See,
Like,
none of us have been able to go. None of us have been to Creatives Con, so we're really
waiting to go that
excited.
one,
yeah, we're excited. For
Yeah.
it was really like an event where like I just felt like we were all just there to hang out and have a good time.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, Red, you got to give credit to Red, because he really he claims that some of these artists maybe aren't as amazing as we've come across with everyone that we've talked to so far. Jim, E and B, we have yet to come across one
Yeah.
that is got anything but just amazing heart.
It just feels like a family. Like we're
Yeah.
a big family. And DXC, you already said it. If I ever have a question about how to do something, I just reach out, and it's some other like communities, they hold that tight to themselves. Like they don't tell me, they don't say stuff. In this community, everybody shares everything, and it's just a big family. And
So
you'll see that more on Whatnot when we start ripping packs this time again. Everybody's willing to help each other. You know, we complete each other's sets. You know, it's just great. It's just a great community. It really is.
we're at the 2-minute warning here, DXC. We'll see if anybody wants to ask a couple quickie questions here from the chat. But in that 2 minutes, what would you like people to know? What do you have coming up? What do you want to tell people? What are you looking forward to? Just, you know, whenever the platform's yours.
I'm looking forward to you guys seeing the rest of the cards, the pieces. I'm super excited for you guys to see the toys that I did for Rock. And just excited. I mean, I have a lot of personal projects that I'm working on that I've just kind of been pushing back because of all these other projects. But I'm excited to getting my studio, you know, organized again and getting my pieces up on the wall. And it's just a lot of personal projects really that I'm just working on and hoping I can get them done for the year or really whenever it happens, as long as it happens, right?
Yeah, keep pushing forward. And I appreciate you coming on board for the toys as well, and just taking it by the horns and killing it. I can't wait for everybody to see it.
Grimley wants the final question. Grimley says, do you think you could beat the computer from the movie The War Games in tic-tac-toe?
Wow, Grimley's deep. Why wasn't he wasn't that deep when he was on the show? We need to get him back on.
Grimley. Well, can you, DXE? Are you good at tic-tac-toe? That's what the chat wants to know.
It's one game that I am pretty good at. I think so.
All right. We'll have to test that out.
Challenge accepted. We're all challenging you to a tic-tac-toe next time we see you.
All right.
Like it.
Well, DXE, thank you so much. Welcome to Series 3 of the Creatives. We are so
Thank
excited
you.
to have you.
I'm excited too.
We can't wait to see you in our upcoming streams on Whatnot. We can't wait to see what you've got upcoming, just in, you know, on your IG, and what we're going to do for these DIY cards that undoubtedly everyone's going to be hitting you up for.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you. You're awesome. We love you.
Thank you.
We can't wait to see you in
guys.
Series 3.
Thank you.
Yeah, just remember us little people when you get there.
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks,
All right, we'll
DXC.
talk to you.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you.
Bye, guys.
So, guys, what do we think so far? 2 brand new artists from Series 3, Grimley and DXC. They're just as amazing as everybody we've met from Series 1 and 2 so far.
Yeah.
It's pumping me up. I mean, we got another amazing human that's in it, right at least below me on the screen here. I can't wait. I'm like getting just talking to these people is just getting me like worked
Yeah.
up.
I want to rip some packs.
We all
Let's
gotta
go.
like we all just gotta pray to the creative gods to get these cards for NYCC and get them out to all the people at NYCC. There's gonna be so many people there. We can get so many people hooked on the cards. Like, I really hope that it happens. I really do. I'm crossing the fingers. So, and I'm super excited, guys, for this next guest.
Yeah.
Like, I became really close. All of us have become really close with
Mother
Sketch.
from another mother.
Yeah, and I feel like he's always there for me if I need something, if I have to ask him a question. Oh, he just stepped out. Oh, there he is. Okay.
He's like, psych, I'm out.
Oh, he's like, oh, you guys like me? Peace. I'm out.
It just seems like I've known him forever. We're gonna hang out at NYCC. We're gonna paint the town with slaps all over New York Thursday night. Can't wait. With Cardi and Sketch and whoever else, Red, whoever else we can cart with us. There you go. We're going to bring on Sketch, another brand new person to the creatives. He's going to have 3 cards in the set. Can't wait to see him. Sketch.
This is a Sketch custom right here. He took one of my cows, gave me my first personal collection, judgmental cow in a Cubs uniform with ditto number 3 on there. Let's go.
He should have put ketchup on the feet.
Love this guy.
There he is.
What's up?
That's funny.
What up,
Hello,
Sketch?
people I'm meeting for the first time ever in life.
Hey, how's it going? You doing all right?
One
name
thing I
is
gotta say
Sketch.
about Sketch is when I saw his face for the first time, like we talked a whole bunch prior to me seeing his face, and his voice didn't match what I thought he was going to look like. Is that true? Like,
Put that away.
yeah,
That's fantastic. I'm glad you got that in one piece.
Sketch. I told you I need one of those. That's just insane.
Yeah. It's already on its way. It's already almost done.
I'm just showing off Mr. Sketch because this Mr. Sketch, where are you at on my screen?
Sketch.
Yeah, there he is, man. Look at, I'm going to give you praise for just 30 seconds straight real quick because we all love you so much. We got to know you really, I think, a lot due to Rock. And you started coming into our streams. You have participated in each and every one of our streams. You have started doing your own streams on Whatnot. We've been there to kind of rally around you. And man, in quick order, you and Rux and Cardi and Red and Prime and the list goes on and on. Ezra and you guys have become like lifelong friends of ours. It's like we've known you way longer than we've known you because you're that approachable. You're that easy to get along with. You're that likable. So thank you for that. Yeah. Thank you for your talent. Thank you for being just dope as a human. We love you, buddy. We really do.
And share that.
I appreciate you.
Share that story, Sketch, because I think that's a pretty amazing way for you to get involved with the creatives. Like it was totally
it really is. So
left field.
This is completely out of left field. I remember. It has to do. I'm gonna give all props to my wife. She was like, "Hey, what the hell is wrong with you? You don't have social media." And I was like, "I don't believe in social media. I think it's stupid." And she was like, "No, you do art." So I got social media. I got Instagram so I can promote my sneakers. I do a lot of custom sneakers and I have a clothing company, as you can see. And so I got on Instagram, and it was just to promote sneakers and customizing sneakers. And then I was like, "Oh, what is this Instagram Live? I don't know what this is." People are on there, and I'm just like flipping through things, and I saw a video of Rock painting. So then I clicked, and he was doing a live. And I remember that day because he was painting the Sully. He was painting polka dots on a clear blue Sully, and I just easily asked, like, "Hey, I have a figure. What paint are you using? What are you?" And I was just asking questions, and he was very, kind. And I was like, "Oh, this guy's pretty cool. I'm just going to keep going on his lives whenever he's on." And then he was like, "Hey, your work is," I think I remember sending him some work. He's like, "Hey, you ever thought about going on the creatives?" And I was like, "I don't know what that is." Now, this is now month 3. I'm in like probably month 3 of my internet journey, my social media journey. And I looked at the creatives and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." And then I went on a Whatnot when you were ripping open packs. And I remember I bought one. And then I went to creators and I got another pack. And then I was like, I really want to do this. Like, this is cool. And I only got into creatives about the DIY cards. It was all about the DIY card. I was like, I want to draw on this card. I think that is a pretty cool thing to do. It's a great concept. But then looking at the actual cards and the artists, like Zero Productivity, I've known for a while. Robots Will Kill, like Chris RWK, like I've seen their work. I remember, and like I followed Kano and the guy who does food stamps, and Rob's like, "Oh, you gonna apply for creatives?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "I mean, I'll take a shot." And then Red put up the post, and then he started saying stuff like 600 people, 450 people are entering, and I was like, "Well, there that goes. I'm done now. I'll enter. I'll see what happens." And sure enough, I did a couple of more lives. I went on a couple more whatnots, and I met Cardi and started talking to Cardi. And then me and Cardi found out that we lived like 5 blocks from each other. And Cardi was texting me. He's like, "Did you apply for the creatives?" And I was like, "Yeah." "Did you?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "I remember when Red gave me the okay. I remember when I got that okay. I was on my couch and I was like, I hopped up and I told her, I was like, 'Yo, can you believe out of 450 people, 60 people were selected and I got in? Like, can you believe that?' So I text Cardi immediately and I go, 'Yo, did you get in?' He's like, 'Yeah, I don't know, man.' So then we waited to your DT4 when Red was announcing and he announced me and Cardi's like, 'Oh yeah, I knew, I got in too.' And I was like, 'You son of a b,' like you could have just tell me." And from there on, like the journey. Now that was only like 5 months on social media. Like I think the best thing Red ever said, which I appreciate to this day, is it's not about your followers, it's about the art.
Yeah.
And that kind of really stuck with me because I do recall I probably had like 30 followers on IG and like 27 of them were like my family members.
Well, one of the things I
Maybe.
will say that was very impressive, I was impressed by, was, we got to know you a little bit, as you just kind of explained via doing some of the lives and things like that. But you did it the right way, man. When you got into Series 3, you didn't like hold back and sit back in the pocket and wait till it gets announced or not announced, but released to kind of start going crazy. You just went, boom, here I am, man. Here I come.
I
DIYs.
love art.
Yeah.
I love art. I just love art in all aspects of art. I remember my mom when I was a kid, she said, "If you're going to be good at something, be good at all of it or get the fuck out." And
There goes
I was like,
show.
"Oh,
That's
sorry.
a solid
no
mom.
cursing. No cursing.
We're
on
allowed
YouTube.
one per
I didn't
show.
know. All right. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
So I did. I started painting, sketching, drawing, airbrushing, graffiti, fell in love with graffiti, sculpting. So I make sure that I learned every aspect that I possibly could and use that. Even just design knowledge, like learning the principles of design, the elements of design, human anatomy, so I could make drawings the correct way. Studying comic books. I'm a big comic book fan. So that's when you announce something like that. Like we had this conversation with Ditto. Like I thought I was the first person to give Red my card designs. I felt that was that fast. It must have been done in like 3 days.
Yeah.
And
well, he kind of explained though that I think there might have been a few people that kind of entered Series 2 that had that art already at the kind of at the hip, ready to go. But you were definitely in the top couple of people that submitted that art.
I remember that night. I was so excited. Like I just took out my iPad and Procreate and I just started drawing. And I don't think I went to bed till like 4. And I was like, well, this is it. I'm going to start drawing all night, all day, and making sure. It actually, like, Rock actually pushed me to finish, like, Mr. Sketch. Like, he was not done. He just was not finished. He wasn't a complete thought. I had my 3D printer there. I was still playing around with sculpting. And I was like, you know what? I have to buckle down and finish and get this done. And that's just what this journey's been, is like pushing. I heard Grimly and DXC say it a lot, and to the full extent of the truth, like getting back into an art form where you thought you were away from for a while is what this creatives does. Like I was a graphic designer in Manhattan for a very long time. Like I teach graphic design to students. but just to go back and just like pick up, learn what a Posca marker is this year. Like I don't know what a Posca marker was before that, or alcohol markers. I didn't know any of that stuff. I didn't touch it. I knew what color pencils were. I knew what like Crayola markers were. I knew what paint was. So to get back into like raw art form is a phenomenal thing, and that's because of the creatives and all the DIYs that I got sent to do.
One of the things I like about your character, Mr. Sketch, is that you consciously, by choice, you decided not to give him eyes.
Okay.
And what's cool about it is that you can still emote, you know, different kind of feelings from a character that has no face, and that's talent right there. If you can do that, that's to me is like, damn. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that because again, I credit my wife. She's always walking around the house going, "Fix your face. Why does your face look like that? Are you angry all the time?" I was like, "No, that's just my face." So I was like, "Well, if I could give body language without facial expression and still, you know, have meaning behind it, then that's what this purpose was." Because I used to draw the pencil with a face. I used to back in the days. This pencil has been with me my whole life.
Yeah, I'm glad you finished it because I've seen the stuff you've done for me, the minis that I've already seen that you've already sent me, the personal one that you did for me. I think it was a 6-inch.
Yep.
Where you put the bomb in the stomach, like it, dude. Yeah.
Fix your face.
Yeah, fix your
Fix your face, Ditto. Why does your face look
man.
like
It's
that?
just my face.
Why does your face look like that?
Red. Can we get a new t-shirt done tonight? New t-shirt.
Fix your face.
Fix your face.
Fix your face.
Creative.
Which is funny because I make
Yeah.
all my shirts in house. I make all my clothing stuff in house, and there'll be days where I just think of a phrase and I want to bring it to the kids. My favorite phrase, I'm also a gym teacher, so my favorite phrase on a shirt that I wear to school is, "Oh, would you like a straw?" And on the back, it's like, "Suck it up. It's just PE." Like,
Love it.
so like I like to make silly. So that's why, you know, going on Red's driving home with Red lives he does on IG is phenomenal because he always inspires. Like, he really has some really good catchphrases and some one-liners that are so good that should be on shirts at all times.
Red's great. I do expect, though, when we see the Rock sketch meeting in New York, to recreate Red's and mine slow motion run into
Yes.
arm. If you could do that, that would be fantastic.
It might be a 3-way kiss because Cardi will be there too.
That's
So-
fine.
That's true.
Whatever.
I'll like shove Cardi out of the way.
There he is. Pure.
But we'll have Red.
We can
We'll have
record
Red-
it and turn
We'll
it
all
into
be
a
meeting
lenticular.
Red I will be meeting Red for the first time. You know, Cardi has and stuff, but we're all going to be meeting for the first time, so it's going to be awesome.
I will say, Sketch, the more we're getting closer to this, especially if Creatives 3 is coming out, I have that in my back pocket to come to New York. And
God, I hope you don't go.
I know that, you know, I'd love to meet you and Cardi as well. I missed my opportunity to meet Cardi at 5 Points. So.
I really hope Ditto doesn't go because the reason I
Thank you.
the reason I say that is because
Right.
like, last time I was in New York at Comic-Con last year, he comes up behind me, and I'm in New York for the very first time. I've never been in New York ever. I'm looking around. It's got 6 feet of trash everywhere you look on the street corners. And I'm filming a video for YouTube, and I'm looking at the big banner thing at NYCC, and someone comes behind me and just grabs me, like bear hugs me and scares. I think I wet myself a little bit. Yeah. And it was bad. So
Hashtag depends.
6'2" full of trash came and grabbed you right around. Yeah, that's right.
It was a little scary.
I tried to tell Rock High in New York last year, and I couldn't get past the security.
Yeah.
It was he's
Oh my god.
wasn't big enough, I guess.
Red just spit juice out his nose. So I tell you what, I really do hope the Creative Series 3 drops for it because there's so much exciting stuff going to be happening during that con anyway. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
I agree. it's a very different Comic-Con for me. I always go to Comic-Con and I just walk around and I buy some stuff that I like, get some autographs. It's not, I never go on a mission, and to go and so I can meet people and say hi to people and possibly see some of my stuff out there is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yep.
So talk about kind of you said you were a custom shoe creator, or was that kind of the first portion, or the custom work clothing? Like what came first? Talk to us kind of about how this all started.
I designed clothes first.
Okay.
I remember when Ed Hardy came out a long time ago, and I was like, why are people paying $100 for a T-shirt that looks like that? I was like, I can make a better T-shirt than that. I was like, this is nonsense. And I just did, and then it just picked up. I learned a little bit about like screen printing. I learned about like the garment printing, direct to film printing, vinyl cutting, and I just started like building that up. And then I'm a big shoe fanatic. I love sneakers. It's one of those things that you couldn't attain. I couldn't attain when I was young. So as soon as I got money, I was buying shoes left and right. My wife might say it's a habit and it's an addiction. but now I have designer toys. So what can you do?
I mean, you know,
There's plenty of rabbit holes we can get you in, Scott. Don't worry about it, buddy.
Yeah, it is.
We've got them a little bit started.
Yeah. Oh, you did. It's horrible. It's a horrible addiction.
Now he wants to customize. Like we'll do the blind boxes, you know, like we always run. Like, and Sketch is like, oh, I got to get that. We got to customize that.
Yeah.
Here's one example. He buys in on a blind box, and he custom creates one of the Gotham toys.
oh, I was like, dude, what is that? Okay, all right, he customized that. I got you.
Yeah, OG Batman.
My iPad's on top of mine.
Oh, got it.
But
I was gonna show the original.
you can hear.
Yeah.
So guys, if you don't know, Sketch is on Whatnot already. Sketch has actually had 2 shows now, selling his art and his figures. He does commissions. He can take commissions via DM, and he's quick, guys. He's good and he's fast, and he won't leave you hanging. So if you guys need DIYs done,
wow.
Yeah.
I like that whole thing. Say that. You can say that one more time.
Say more.
I know. I love Sketch. Like it's quick. It's easy. You don't have to mess around. Like he helped me with stickers because I don't have my sticker cutter up, so it's not working. So
usually that's how people describe you: quick and easy.
And I was waiting.
Hey, remember, I do have the button that will kick you out of the I
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right. Yes, I will say
he's gonna be Saldana. You just
you're out. I will say this about Sketch too, and Cardi and Rux. They have ginormous, wonderful hearts because a couple of times now we've done some stuff on streams that have been a little bit spontaneous for people. And Sketch was the first one to be like, I'm in. What do you want? What do you need? Just tell me. I'll do this for charity. And he did it. And we got a good chunk of money off of it. And for that, we can't thank you enough, Sketch, because that's huge to come through like that. Or
pay it forward. Always pay it forward. This is an opportunity that gave me a platform to show off art. So why not pay it forward without any question?
Yeah, and I appreciate all the help you've given me with stuff that I've had questions on, and you helped me with stickers that I needed for NYCC and all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate it as well.
He's also been helpful on those lives. I do like, they're kind of therapeutic for me. It's become kind of a thing. I've been a little busy the past couple of weeks, so I'm missing them. But when Rock or I or Sketch or somebody generates an IG live, and then we kind of all easy chain in and jump in and hang out for a couple hours on a random weeknight. It's gotten me personally off center to kind of start feeling more and more creative. So I can't.
Yeah. I was going to say, I said that before, that's my last DIY that I did was because, I tend to get in the mood to start sketching or something when I'm like watching somebody else do it.
Whoa.
So that's kind of what happened.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Now who's okay? Now show's over, guys. Show's over.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Hey, I know what you
like
mean.
one of your French girls.
But it took, like seriously, we were doing our Instagram lives. We were painting figures and stuff, and it took Ditto like I had to push him out the window to get him to paint his cow. And as soon as he did one, all this stuff started happening. He did a DIY. He did another cow. Like
he did the canvas painting.
Yeah.
Canvas paintings.
I did one for the Draw Me a Robot fund.
Yep.
yeah.
Draw Me a Robot as well.
Who was in here, by the way, earlier. Which,
Yep.
if you're still here, hi, Eric. Thank you for being here.
Eric was here.
Eric's a great human with a big heart himself. Jay Navo came in too. Hello, Jamesy.
Yeah, but it's nice. It's nice to him.
He was like, I'm gonna make a campus with the robot in front, and he's gonna be holding his head, like feed me. And I'm like,
wow, yeah.
Really? And then he did it, and I was like, okay.
The ideas are never the issue with me. I've always got kind of the creativity from like the thinking through the ideas. It's the actual getting it onto a, whatever DIY card or a canvas or something that's still very, very raw and new to me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dondo. I appreciate that.
I agree, Dondo. Yeah, your line work is incredible. That's line work is hard, and so watching you do it's pretty impressive.
Well, and the
shading one of the things I learned from sketch was when I've taken it to heart, although I do it a little differently, obviously, than you do. But you kind of said like doing the line work at the end, and because you can kind of fix those imperfections and stuff, and that really stuck in my head. I was like, oh
yeah, I was just about to say that because like it was my art supervisor when I worked at a camp as a counselor. Even then, I was an art counselor. He used to tell me I used to comic book color all my stuff, like thick black outlines, then try to paint nicely inside the lines. He's like, you're taking too much time doing this. He's like, if you put a black outline later, you could fix anything that you don't want and change it. And I was like, oh, that makes sense, which helps me knock out a lot of things a lot quicker, especially working as a designer in the city sometimes. Like, if I have to do something by hand, like it saved me a lot of time.
Yeah, and it's fun watching you do your shading and stuff too with the alcohol markers. It's like you put quick all these lines. I'm like, dude, how did you know a line's supposed to go there? Like,
yeah,
that's just years of practice.
But it's so fun to watch.
Practice.
But if you guys need to get on our Instagram lives because we do have a lot of fun, and it's all four whoever's on. Like we had Red on the other night. It was me, Red, and Sketch.
Yeah. That was a fun.
And Red's painting his nav right for the minis, and then he gets his nav and he has his airbrush right that he's had like 4 different colors throughout his airbrush, and he starts dumping it on the nav, and I'm like, what the hell is he doing? And he's like, he keeps dumping it on, looking through his cup, he dumps it on more, and ended up turning into a amazing looking,
beautiful piece.
So like you need to get on our lives because you'll see some crazy stuff. Like,
and they're open.
I need to have more conversations with the other 2 artists you had here because it seems like every time you interview somebody, whether it be Ezra, Grimly, DXE, I realize that artists all have a lot in common. Yeah. I am probably one of the biggest Bob Ross fans I think known to man. I mean, I have a shrine of Bob Ross in my classroom. Like it's down to like Happy Little Tree Mints. Like I am a huge Bob Ross fan.
That's cool.
And I got into Bob Ross when I was young, like PBS 13. I used to come home from school. I take naps listening to Bob Ross.
Like
and
watching golf. It's like the golf of art. He was just so perfect.
Sketch, when you're my age, you start taking naps again, and it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's good.
I bet it is.
Sketch, I have a gift for you, man, because I know you're a big Bob Ross fan, and I was looking for a good person to give this to you. And
I'll take it because I have one, and
you have
customize that.
Never mind, then, man. I'm keeping it. I like Bob Ross.
What the hell?
No, I'm kidding. No.
You just got ungifted on GT4.
No, I'm gonna tell you how crazy it is because we rated. Who do we rate yesterday?
That's
Big Deck.
Big
Deck.
We rated
Dex.
Big Dex.
We rated Dex, and he was doing the sodas, and I bought one. It was a Bob Ross, and I got the chase. And I was
got the flood?
I got the flood.
I'm like Sketch.
I was the best one.
Just let me know what you need, bro. I got sodas stacked up in my garage.
Yeah, man.
I think Bob Ross was the very first soda that I ever bought because I wanted the flocked Bob Ross.
Yeah.
No, do you see what Red said?
Yeah.
No, I can't see the chat. FYI, I just
Try to get Bob
Ross's
Ross's family inside Series 3.
He's going to try again for
Oh.
4.
Yes, try. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is definitely awesome. I remember I had foot surgery like a couple years back, and I couldn't walk for like 3 months. And it was me, the medication, and 33 seasons of Bob Ross. At 33 episodes a season, and I was like, by season 12, I knew exactly what he was painting, how to paint it.
Yep.
I was yelling at the screen. That's not
you were
titanium
painting
white.
happy little trees in your mind.
Yeah, it really is. And when I got back to work, I painted a mural, Bob Ross-ish mural in the classroom, which was nice.
And I wish, and hopefully the artists will start doing it. I know Red does it quite a bit, where he'll do like the video of him doing
Speed up videos.
Speed up videos. I hope artists do more of that coming up, because I think that's so cool to watch.
Mhm.
A lot of people do it with the iPad as well, and they're do
Yes.
the whole drawing.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Yes. I just wish all these artists. I would love to see like a Grimley and a DXE like live stream, and just sit there and watch their process happen.
Yeah.
It's their cards are so amazing that it's like, wow.
Red is related to everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah. Everybody in Creative Series, Creatives 1, 2, and 3 is a blood relative of Red.
I mean, like if
like,
Red were to grow his hair out, I mean, I could see the resemblance a little bit.
Yeah,
I can
that's
see
funny.
it. I can see
That's
it.
funny.
He'd be the best smelling Bob Ross of all time.
So for work, I host a paint and sip at work for staff, and I have a Bob Ross wig that I put on for our paint and sips, and it's like painting with Josh Ross, because my name is Josh, not Sketch. So it's like painting with Josh Ross, and it's just really funny because I have the wig and I have pictures of me like teaching them how to paint like happy little sceneries. It's hilarious to watch.
The funny thing is, Sketch, though, we will always call you Sketch, just like I always get called Ditto. It's
which I hope. Just don't call me Cologne. That's my last name, and
yeah,
the military took that away from me. I never want to be called my last name again.
Right.
That's hilarious.
You and I have a little friendly wager next time we meet up. We're going to do a little
whenever you are ready.
3-point contest, me and you.
Whenever you are ready.
We'll make that a thing. We'll do an IG live. We'll make it a whole thing.
If Sketch plays ball as well as he does art, Ditto, I'm sorry.
You guys are
because Ditto does have hands for radio. Like he does have, like, not for radio, for whatnot. Like he has his hands are, I don't know. He might be able to hit the 3 with those little hands. Like,
listen, man. First off, my hands aren't little. Secondly, you guys are all going to be surprised because I have some skills at shooting a 3-pointer.
Just telling you, man. I'm go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
I see it.
No, I mean, if I'm there, I'm going to show up, and I'm going to show y'all out too, because this is in New York,
okay,
right?
So now it's a 3-way battle.
I'm going to be there. I mean,
I'm taking the bet.
Bring it.
I'll be the cheerleader.
I broke my elbow, so I can't hit it. I can't hit a 3 now to save my life. So I'll take the bets.
Me and Rock are gonna cheer on the sideline.
No, I'm not cheering. I will take the bet.
All I'm saying is don't sleep on Ditto. That's all I'm saying.
I don't
Fix
know
your face, Ditto.
you
Fix your
all
face.
that well. Fix your face. Why does it look like that?
Fix your face.
What were you saying, Sketch?
Why does it look like that? Oh no, I'm saying I can't judge anybody's skill. I don't know you all like that.
Yeah,
I don't know what it looks like. Now Ditto's like, hey, I challenge you to like a drawing contest. I'm like, all right, Ditto, I think we got this.
I know my lane. Sketch.
Grimley's gonna be the special guest referee, like in WWF.
Bring it, Grim. You're welcome to be there. You guys all have your hot dog with ketchup T-shirts taunting me.
We're just gonna put ketchup on all the basketballs, and you're never gonna catch them to shoot.
Right.
There you go.
We'll have a street vendor with just hot dogs and ketchup.
Sketch,
just hot dogs and ketchup.
Are you coming?
Ditto.
Oh, is that you? Okay, is that you? E?
No, it's you on the ground. That's me jumping on the ground.
I got you. So what the hell is happening? That's right. It's going off the rails. Sketch. I had a question. Now it's completely gone out of my head because you guys are just.
If you were a tree,
yeah,
If I was
tree would
a
you
tree,
be?
I'd be a Joshua tree, obviously.
there you go.
There you go. Perfect.
And
ACB wants to know.
And yes, I put hot. You hold on. And yes, I put ketchup on my hot dogs. And if it's an ACB question, I'm pretty sure it's a food question.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a food related question. As far as food, I am a big mac and cheese person.
Ooh.
Can't go wrong.
Like
with
all
that.
kinds of mac and cheese, truffle mac and cheese, lobster mac and cheese, tomato mac and
Lobster.
cheese.
That's my guy right there. Yeah.
I do love some mac and cheese.
Kraft.
That's what's up.
Kraft. You know, I grew
Velveeta,
up on.
shells and cheese.
Velveeta,
Oh.
yeah.
That's an adult luxury.
Oh yeah.
You know, when
Liquid
I was a
gold.
kid, it was that powder.
Yeah.
Powder.
The fake cheese.
Huh?
The fake cheese.
The
Yeah.
fake cheese.
So
Yeah.
give us a day in the life of Sketch. A lot of people that come into DT4 know you probably.
Oh.
No.
And Sketch is gone.
He's like,
Yeah. It's like
I'm
done with this.
good.
How many minutes do I have left? No,
He
I'm
said
done.
33
None.
minutes.
You're done.
Done.
That question was off limits. We're supposed to ask
Hi,
him.
welcome back.
Was it something I
Hey.
said?
A day in the life. You
Day
can't
in
say
the life
day.
of Sketch. Yeah.
Can't say day. I wake up really early. I walk my dog Dexter, just like my Mr.
Hey.
Sketch has a Dexter. I have a Dexter.
I love it.
My wife and I are both teachers, so we both get up in the morning. We both get ready for work. We go drive to Brooklyn. We teach. I come out. I come home. On these good weather days, I'm usually riding my bike after work. I'm playing some ball after work. Come home, and if I'm not jumping on lives or whatnots, then I'm just drawing as much as I could, trying to think of new things to do. Give a text to my child, see how she's doing.
Now,
That's pretty much it.
when you're on the lives, obviously we're all chatting and having fun. But when you're just in your own space, your own zone, and you're in the artistic mind frame and you're drawn away, do you play music in the background?
Yes, I do.
And I know a lot about your musical taste because you and I have had this conversation. But I know for the rest of the people, they'd probably be curious to know. Kind of talk about some of your musical inspirations and your taste.
So I'm a big, blatantly open hip hop fan. I'm blatantly open. You know, anything New York based, Biggie Smalls, Jay-Z. I like J. Cole, Kanye, Cudi. Those are like my top playlist people.
Yeah.
If I have to do any like graffiti style drawing, I'm Linkin Park all day.
Yes. Let's go.
And
Linkin Park and Jay-Z. That's even better.
Yep, I agree. And then secretly, if I have to go to sleep, and I'm gonna say this, and I know it's live, but I always wanted to be in a boy band when I was a
I can
kid.
see you in a boy band.
So like I go like NSYNC, Backstreet
There
Boys,
you
New
go.
Kids on the Block. Like,
Can we form a Red Guardian, Party Artist, Sketchy Sketch, Prime boy band? Could we do that?
Oh my.
yeah, it'd be like more of a Boys to Men boy band because I think we're like it's a little more soulful than like a bye.
The Sketch Street Boys.
Sketch
The Sketch
Street.
I like it.
That's funny.
T-shirts, more T-shirts, right?
More t-shirts.
No, man.
More t-shirts.
You are.
Yeah, but I love music. I love music to draw. It's inspirational. I let my kids, you know, in my design class, I immediately tell them, if you're designing something, throw on some music, throw some headphones on. Also, because I don't want to hear you. But yeah, throw some headphones on.
Chat,
Be
we're down to
inspired.
about just under 4 minutes left with this.
It's the sugar days.
What questions do you guys have? Now's the time to ask. Ask away, please.
You got them. So, Sketch, you know you're going to be excited to get your cards pulled. I know that.
I really am.
And yours,
Again,
we haven't seen your out of all three artists tonight. Yours is the only one out of these
no
three that we
preview
haven't
yet.
seen.
Come on, Red. Let's go, Red. Preview, Sketchy
I think
Sketch.
it's in alphabetical order.
Ah,
I think.
Grimly Toys, another Grimly question. He wants to know, how do you think those 3 shells work in the movie Demolition Man?
Wow, Grimly is deep.
That's a great question because this is an ongoing conversation because we have to know. One for the front, one for the back, and one just in case.
There you go.
There you go.
That's how
I don't know. I don't know after any Grimly questions we're allowed any more because those are like the perfect finale questions every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
So
It's
in the couple
fantastic.
minutes we got left, Sketch, I'll let you know you've gotten to know the Whatnot community and kind of a lot of the DT4, followers and people like, because you're so tight with us now. But just tell us a couple of things maybe people are surprised they don't know about you. What takeaway do you want to leave with the fans here of Sketch?
I don't know. We've had these conversations. I mean, I'm on everybody's lives a lot, and I'm pretty vocal in the chat because I don't talk on lives. But I don't know. I'm super grateful. I always say every day above the ground is a good day. Pay your art forward, and your talent. Give it to whoever it needs to. Lend a hand. And just, I'm good where I'm at. I mean, I'm glad, everything that's happened in my life so far has led me here, and I appreciate all of it. And my wife, because if I haven't mentioned my wife 10 times in this live, she probably jacked me up. So she's the one. All
She
praises
runs
to
the
her.
house. She
Sounds
runs
like
the
a woman I would like.
She runs everything. She runs everything.
Well, we all look forward to meeting the Mrs. Sketch one day.
Oh, please call her Mrs. Sketch. That'd be great.
Oh no.
For a woman that would mess you up if
he's
you don't.
setting you up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't do that.
Just call her Mrs. Sketch. That'd be great. It'll solidify me. It'll solidify me as a person.
I'll just say, ma'am.
I'm not scared. I will definitely
she's,
call her Mrs. Sketch.
She's Irish, so she's a
Okay.
Higgins through
All
and
right.
through. She's a Higgins.
Didn't know
through
that.
and
That's a new fun fact.
through. Yeah.
She'll be able to hold her green tea
And I'm
cup.
Puerto Rican, obviously. Because I have a shirt for Red when I see him in Comic-Con that says Coquis and Canepas.
Well, you're
day.
related, right? Aren't you guys like
We're like 1/18th related.
Red's related to everybody in the creative?
That means your cousin's Bob Ross too, somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
Somewhere down that historic line, me and Bob Ross are family.
So guys, it's only going to get better though, right? Like once again, I keep saying it, but once we start ripping these cards and finding more artists that haven't really been vocal yet,
I know. I really want to
to
see. I really want to see all the cards. I see once I started. Thank God Red started posting like previews because I was so curious as to what other people are doing, and some of these cards are phenomenal. And just like me personally, some of them I just love completely. I just saw the one with the snowman. It had me laughing out loud in the middle of class, just like laughing, and my kids are like, "What the hell is so funny?" I was like, "You wouldn't understand. Shut up."
Are your kids excited about you being in Series 3 of the Creatives?
My kids don't care about me. my students. I tried telling my daughter about creatives. She's 18, so I was like, "Yo, do some artwork. Get in there. I think we could be the first father-daughter in there. What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
Because then all of a sudden she doesn't, and then Maya becomes 18, and then it's all three of y'all. Season 27.
So Ezra has a teenage daughter who's I think about that age, if I remember. Do y'all remember how old she was?
I thought she was 16 or
Maybe
17.
a little younger. And he said that he tried to impress her. He took her to, I don't remember where it was, Japan or something for one of his shows.
Shows? Oh my God.
And she was just like, okay, like so unimpressed, like, oh, whatever, Dad.
Yes.
Yes.
And it is. I remember when my daughter was young and I was a designer in the city. I've designed some pretty cool things out there. And I remember taking to a Gregory's Coffee in Manhattan. And I was like, do you see this? This was me. Like, I did this. And she's like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That was it. And I was like, what the hell? But then she's like, she's in an art school. And she's like, she's in an art school. She was in an art high school, and she's like, well, I met this professional today who does professional art. And I was like, what the hell? What is wrong with you?
Dang,
that's how she used to be when she was young.
That's cold, man.
Cold.
How about the
I
students?
guess no one sees a parent. But yet my students
Yeah.
are like, "Oh wow, Mr. Josh, that's amazing.
That's cool.
You did that?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, "Oh, I gotta go tell my parents." I was like, "Can you go call my daughter? Let her know
Tell her that
I'm somebody. That
Give
I'm
her a heads up.
somebody.
Give her a heads
Somebody,
up.
please."
That's
Well,
great.
so people can find you on Whatnot, sketchy_sketch. You got your next
Sketchy
show
Sketch
coming up on your
is-
birthday,
On my birthday,
and that's October
9th.
9th. So October 9th,
October
just
9th.
before you go to NYCC, guys, go to Whatnot, bookmark the hell out of our boy Sketch's show. That's going to be a bash and a half. We're going to have all kinds of fun on that night for sure.
Yeah, I was in the waiting room, I was like finishing this little. I don't know how I could get this on my camera the right way.
dope.
Oh,
So
this cell shaded
I
Mr.
like that.
Sketch.
Did I hear that Rocky's gonna get a black Mr. Sketch?
Yes.
So
Yes.
the one that Ditto outbid me on multiple times, and then he.
Well,
that means
before
that
we
means
put
we need
before
a
that
black
was actually up for auction.
No, I tried to get that.
Sketch gave me a
No.
He gave me a sneak peek.
I talked to Rock first, and he commissioned one before I put
I don't want to hear it.
So that means if we commission you for a black
No,
sketch,
what I need
'cause-
is a black sketch on my cranky.
I feel like maybe that should just be a
Oh,
DT4,
that-
like
that
all
can
three of us.
happen.
What do you
That
think,
can
Sketch?
happen. I'm all about that cranky.
Yeah, that's dope.
You said
I
that's a
love that.
DT4 what?
I
I
think
really like. I didn't
all
want to part
three of
with
us
it.
should be able
To
to
be
get it.
honest, I
It's
did it,
so dope.
and I didn't want to part with it.
Yeah.
And it was like a last minute decision because I was working on the black and gold one, and I was like, "Oh, I have spray paint. Let me just paint one of these up." And I was like, "Oh, this is really nice." And I was like, "Oh, what if I did this to it?" And then at the end, I was like, "Oh, I don't want to get rid of this."
Well, come hang out Tuesday night. Sketch will be on the show, if nothing else, in the chat for the preview show, because I am going to show off a couple of your pieces because
Yeah, I really went insane on your minis.
you did,
Because
and
you gave me a few. I have a few of Mr. Sketch in there, one of ones, and then my figures in there. So it's like I think I did like
and
five.
there's a sketch cow in there too.
And there's a sketch cow in there.
Ooh.
I don't
Yeah.
have that yet.
Oh, that's in the mail.
I've seen it, and it's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah. So like when you told me, "Hey, you want to paint on some figures?" I was like, "Yeah." I didn't think you wanted to put Mr. Sketch actually in the series. I thought you just wanted some one-on-ones. And you're like, "So you want me to print these for you?" And I was like, yeah, why not? Shoot. Why not? Why
Yeah.
not?
I'm excited.
So
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what people think about the bombs I did.
Oh, dude, that's a great idea too. You killed it with that.
Yeah, because I thought of that last minute too, and it came together the way I wanted it. I was very excited for it.
Yeah.
Again, didn't want to send it to you. I wanted to say like, "Oh, they broke."
Hey, you did though,
Sorry.
so too bad. Sorry.
So we're gonna get a good share of Sketch over the next couple of months, and it's gonna be worth it. You guys are not gonna want to miss out. You're gonna be able to see Sketch in Rock Inc.'s minis Series 3 coming up in just a couple of weeks. You're gonna get to see Sketch at NYCC. If you're going to NYCC, he will be on site. You're gonna get to see Sketch on his Whatnot stream, the next one coming up.
I hate Red Guardian, just so you guys know.
Oh my god. Thanks, Red, for throwing me off my spiel. You're going to get to see Sketch on his Whatnot birthday stream, October 9th. Go check him out, sketchy_sketch. And what's your IG? Where can they find you on IG?
Sketch CC_customs.
Sketch CC_customs. He's getting better and better about posting all of his stuff. He's now a social media guy. So you're going to get your fill of Sketch. And most importantly, Series 3. The creatives, baby. We cannot wait. So, Sketch, thanks
I can't wait
so much for being part of DT4 tonight and letting people get to know you a little bit better. They'll just continue to get to know you more and more and more. And we can't wait for that.
I'm just throwing it out there. Whenever Ditto's internet is down, I will host with you.
Every week.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm out. Great. There goes
we can make him go away. Sketch, not a problem. We can make.
Hey, I mean,
I have all the controls.
I don't want to vote people out of the island.
I think you just did.
Oh, it's not even a vote. It's just a click of a button. It's easy.
Yeah, Sketch, I think you kind of just
Sketch,
did.
watch this. See how easy that was? Like
God.
it's super, super easy.
Dang.
We can do that. Not a problem.
Oh man.
Final said bye, Ditto.
Wow.
Oh,
The love is so
That was
strong.
Sketch's fault. That was
I mean,
Sketch's
you
fault.
see what happens when you take a week off?
Yeah.
I guess, man. Jeez, at least
All
I'm
that
back
love,
up
man.
now. I'm back up and running. All right, well, Sketch. On that note, I was gonna give you a nice, warm, fuzzy goodbye, but
But instead, chunk the news.
It's all
Bye.
cold. It's all cold. Cold now. I'm gonna
We
be
will
cold.
see you. We will see you on the interweb. We will see you.
This week. What is it? Like Friday? Friday's Ditto show is on Friday.
Yeah,
I'll
E
be
and B on
there.
Saturday.
E&B on Saturday. I'll be
And
there.
then me on Tuesday. We're gonna crush
You
it
on
on
Tuesday.
Tuesday. It's gonna be fun.
I'm
And
excited.
just so you guys know, Ditto and E and B are also gonna have cases to rip on the streams. So you'll be able to pull sketches, DXEs, like Grimly, all these. Well, not Grimly, he's not in this one, but Red Guardians figure, like all these figures will be available on Ditto's and E and B streams as well.
It's gonna be crazy.
yeah,
nuts.
Can't wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun to watch.
can't wait for the end of the month for sure.
Yeah,
I
let's
know.
do it.
I agree.
All right, Sketch.
Well,
Thank you again for coming
appreciate
out. I
all of you.
appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Sketch.
Even though you tried to get me booted from the island, I still love you.
I did not try.
No,
I
you
just made
probably
I
did.
just
he
made
just,
a
he just offered his
suggestion.
services. Rock hit the button real quick. We just
Yeah, you
asked.
probably did.
I'm
It's
out.
probably really easy, so not a problem. We'll
I'm
have
gonna
you
get a
back
pink
up.
notice tomorrow, just so you know. Rock's gonna be like, "Well, it's been a nice run, Ditto, but we've replaced you."
So
Get
this
fired.
sounds good, Sketch.
Yeah.
I will see
It
you
could
in
be
like 30 days.
DT5. It could be DT5.
I will see you.
Or,
in
I mean,
like,
I could go and then be still here. She does most of the talking anyways.
No. E. No, hold on. Hold
I
on
mean-
a second.
You know.
we can kick Ditto off, but don't throw E out there.
Don't break up the groups. No, I love Ditto. Again, all of you since this started have been like
I'm
fantastic,
crying now,
so-
off cam.
Good.
No, you've all been
Fix your face,
supportive
Ditto.
and fantastic. And
No, hey.
and why does your face look like that?
We're gonna
Face
have
my
a
mama gave
blast
me.
in 30 days, Sketch. 30 days we'll be able to hang out. I can't.
Oh
wait.
yeah, we're slapping New York City.
Yeah.
Silly.
Sketch is
all
gonna
day.
show me the art of slapping up the city, so that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I still got this. I bought this for you on the sneaky stream on Rock and Row, and he accidentally sent it to me. The turtles. That's still coming to you, just so you know. It just
Thank you. Speaking of turtles, I just got that last Ronin pop. Ooh, I'm
Nice.
excited.
You know they have sodas too out, Sketch, of that.
Okay. Stop making me buy more things.
I'm not selling sodas anymore. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop making me buy more things. No,
All
I
right,
got
Sketch.
a lot of things I have to finish. Have a great night, everybody.
Get out of here. We're tired of seeing you.
Sketch.
Get out of here. Bye. He left. I didn't even have to kick him. He left. He just jumped off.
Well, you told him to leave.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Bye.
Well, to be fair to the rest of the artists, we have a
yeah.
close personal relationship with Sketch, but we did say 33 minutes, 3 artists, 3 shows, so we
Yeah.
got to kind of stick to that. But 3 great artists coming up for Series 3, The Creatives. You got to meet Grimly, you got to meet DXE, and you got to get to know Sketch or meet Sketch if you hadn't yet. And there's more to come. There are more to come for the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss the rest of the artists we got coming up. And we're probably going to do a Rising Stars show at some point too. So we've got some fun stuff planned for y'all for sure.
Thank you too, DXE. You are an awesome guest. Thank you. And Grimly, thank you again. You guys were awesome. Sketch, you were okay. You were all right. We'll get you going on that.
No, this was so fun.
It is. And
this.
I can't wait to do more. Like we got so many more artists to interview, and it's going to be so much fun.
And it's a little bit off because we're going to actually go again next week, right?
If everything comes together with artists, that's the only question mark. But yes, we'll be blasting it out.
It'll either the 20th, between the next 3 weeks, the 20th, 27th, and 4th, we've got 2 shows somewhere in there.
Yeah. So plenty of artists to come. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Guys, any last words? We've been going for 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Quickly around the room. I've got Friday. I'll be back. I was off last Friday. I've just had a lot of work and stuff going on, but I'll be back with a fun little show this Friday. Stay tuned on IG for some announcements. I've also got a couple of other shows coming up. I am doing a kind of purging the soda collection show. So if you are a soda fan or you know soda fans, please let people know that they can get some good OG sodas in that stream. I'm also doing a all autographed Pops Funko show, which is kind of getting back to my original roots. And I've got a fun Halloween show planned. So that's kind of what I got coming up. Maybe buying a ticket to NYCC. We'll see. Rock, whether you want me there or not, I might be there.
Damn it. Just give me one thing, Ditto. One thing, please. Just one thing.
I
hope you go. I hope you go because it'll be a huge party. It's going to be so much fun anyway.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be a blast, and I can't wait.
I mean, look, if anything, I'd like to be there to support you. You've got a couple of cool things going, and I think it would be fun to see your pieces that you got going in Tenacious Toys booth, and see Red and meet Sketch and meet Cardi and meet Grimley and meet some of these people. Look for Grimley's shoes. I'll just be bumping into people. It'll be fantastic.
Yeah. That's gonna be really cool.
So at the end, I'll go next since Ditto talked about NYCC. The figures got sent off to Benny today, so they're both going to him. They'll be in his booth. He has a huge booth. If you guys did not watch the show last week or last Wednesday, go back and watch the interview with Tenacious Toys. Benny was really good. Like it was a fun interview. So we'll have 2 different shows going on there. I'm in both of them. Hopefully, you guys can come by and say hi. We'll be in Red's booth helping him out. And then Tuesday, I said it again, Tuesday is the preview show. We are going to rip a case of mainly the main figures. It's not going to have any of the artist 101s because I don't have them yet. I don't have all of them. So it will be just the regular characters. And we're going to go through each artist I'm going to show off one of their pieces of the 3. Kind of like Red's doing with the cards, but we're going to do it with the figures so you guys can see what's out there.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. So Tuesday, and then next Tuesday after that is the big debut.
Oh my God.
Super excited.
That means I need to hurry up.
You need to hurry up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited for that too, Rock, because I will come back. I think you had talked about maybe trying to make that week, premiere week for all of us, if that's still on track.
That's going to happen.
And it'll be great because I'll have this Friday, and then I got another work trip, and I'm off the Friday before, but then I come back to Rock Series 3, so that'll be dope.
Yeah. So you guys will get them. E and B will have them for Saturday.
We have a question.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
Final question on Ferris Bueller has not much posting. Yes, 100%.
No, because it's based in Chicago, and Ferris Bueller was a north suburban Chicago boy. He would not have ketchup on his hot dog. I can answer on behalf of Ferris Bueller.
That's amazing.
My Ferris Bueller would.
We vote yes. So,
E and B, what you got?
What are we doing Saturday?
Why? What? I thought you know what we're doing.
Nope.
Yes, you do. We're doing our regular show. We're gonna have some stuff and things that we're gonna be running, and we have some stuff coming in that we're waiting. But yeah, every Saturday it's gonna be a good time.
I love stuff and things.
Stuff and things. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
B, will you have any pieces you're running, or E, will you be doing maybe a DIY card for this Saturday?
If I can finish this DIY, maybe I do that.
People are calling.
What about the cow? The cow has been announced, been leaked.
Yeah, it's been. Yeah, I wasn't aware. Yeah, I didn't know it was like for real. So
it's coming. You know, it's coming up.
I'm working on like 20 things at once, and I'm not really used to. Yeah.
I doubt I will have much art for this weekend. I had some last weekend. I need to finish Rock's minis. So that is what I will be doing.
I like that answer, B. I like that.
Yes. I've got one pretty much done. Second one started. Other 2 I haven't touched yet.
Oh.
So it'll.
It takes a couple days for mail now. Like.
Rock, don't worry about me.
She's been in a very just nonchalant mode lately. So we're gonna
No, it's not called nonchalant. It's called busy. I have been busy.
But on a side
Well,
note, B
definitely.
always says, Rock, thanks for pushing me, doing something out of my comfort. So I'm pushing her a little bit.
Yeah.
Just gotta
Yeah.
give her a
Yeah.
little, little kick.
I'll get it. I promise
Yeah.
I will get it done.
She don't listen to me if I say something. So you gotta.
Hey, I've seen the One Piece. The One Piece I want. Like I want that thing. So
Speaking of bees, I got a little fun bee.
Speaking of bees,
I like that bee.
B
Looks like
B
creative.
just told me before the show that she wants to make bee beanies.
Beanies.
Bee
Beanies with my heart, with the crown. I think it'd be so dope. I'm totally buying
People would
that.
buy those. People
Bee
would buy those.
beanies. I just like to say it. Bee beanies.
Bee beanies.
Rock
Got it.
pushing people down the stairs.
damn,
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah.
Well,
So we're gonna get out of here. Anything else? E and B. You guys got anything else? No.
No, just that. I mean, just our show, and yeah.
So thanks for hanging out,
Before-
guys. Please share the stream. Let people know that let's get some new people in every week and start growing the lives because you don't want people to miss some of these artists that are coming on. So
No further questions.
thank you.
No
guys.
further questions, Your
I'm
Honor.
gonna make a dope preview video next week for DT4.
Nice.
hey,
Put
get
a spot
pumped,
like that.
Uh-huh.
get pumped for Series friggin' 3. Let's go! I
Yeah.
can't wait. I cannot
And
wait.
cross your fingers. Everybody,
Are we-
everybody send Red a message. Please, Red, make it happen for NYCC.
So I will probably not, unfortunately, be at NYC because that would mean that Maya we'd have to figure out something for Maya. So, but I'm hoping that we could get him there.
Nice.
We'll see.
Do you need me to throw a stream for like for Rux? I'll do it. I'm not.
No,
what?
but we may need your friend to
For
come
us.
in and let
No.
E sleep on the floor.
His friend to come in.
I mean, E and I can cuddle in a
I'll,
weird small
look
blow up
at-
couch or whatever they call those things.
Yeah, and Ethan's couch.
Yeah.
So
right,
it would be fun.
All right, that's all we got for tonight. Thank you, all the guests that we had on tonight. Sketch, DXE, Grimly. Thank you guys again.
You guys were amazing. Thank you for being here.
Amazing.
That's-
And we will see you guys next Wednesday with 3 more artists. So stay tuned to who we're going to get. Everybody be safe. Stay happy. And gosh darn it, guys, be nice to each other. And we'll see you on the next one, guys. Good night, everybody.
Later, y'all. Have a good one.